telling you this, make sure you have a pen and paper and start taking notes, because I know one thing that I've learned in my career in network marketing is that why reinvent the wheel when you could just copy what the successful people are doing and have the result that they have, right? Don't make it harder on yourself. Lynn, we did not max out. Tuan actually just upgraded. I thought we already did it, but there is definitely more room. We can go beyond 100 now. So definitely text your team. Let them know if they tried to hop on and they got kicked out. Let them know that you can go ahead and actually hop on the line now. So guys, without further ado, I want to go ahead and introduce the first president in Hawaii and an incredible person that we got a chance to hang out for a week. I think I know too much about T that I want to know. But guys, we have grown so close because of this. I mean, we were always friends, but because of this opportunity, we've gotten a chance to get to know each other even better, more than I want sometimes, because T sends me the weirdest stuff. But guys, he's been having great success, and he's going to go ahead and kickstart the training. So without further ado, I want to go ahead and introduce Tali Alave, or AKA T, or Big Sexy, whatever you call him.
Thank you, Van. Guys, I hope you guys are having a great morning or afternoon, wherever you're calling in from. Some people calling in from Australia, so it's early morning. We're definitely going to get started. And guys, before I start any training that I do, there's a couple of stories that I always like to tell. And the reason I tell these stories is to get you guys' mindset in the right frame of mind, if you will. And the first story I'm going to tell you guys is a story about the sequoia trees. And some of you guys might have heard it before. And to be quite honest, I don't care if you have. I'm going to say it again. But again, this is all. There's a point to the story, and so it's a driving force to what I'm going to be talking about today. But the story about the sequoia trees is real simple, guys. A lot of you guys know what a sequoia tree is. It's some of the tallest trees. It actually grows in the Yellowstone area, I believe. Okay, and if you're actually driving down there, there's trees galore. I mean, it's huge. Anyway, as of late, and I say as of late, as the last maybe 10 or so years, 5 to 10 years, the trees started coming down, and scientists went in there, and they had their own hypotheses. They were saying like maybe it might be old age or just rotting and whatever. Okay, but when they went in there to investigate and research, they found that the reason for these sequoia trees coming down, oddly enough, was foot traffic. Okay, and I thought that's pretty powerful because these trees, I don't know if you guys noticed, but underneath, in the roots and all of that stuff, underneath the ground, what makes these trees so strong is that they're all intertwined with one another. They're all, all the trees are intertwined with each other. That's why they're so strong. That's why they grow so big. That's why it's hundreds of years old. And, people are amazed by them because still, 100 years later, the tree is tall as the sky and still strong. Okay. But because of foot traffic, these trees started coming down. Okay. And so much like this business, guys, much like any business, much like life for that matter, if you let people stomp on your foundation, you have a hard time doing anything. You have a hard time going anywhere. You have a hard time, putting one foot in front of the other, if you will. Okay. And sometimes, I shouldn't say sometimes, I said all the time, you got to posture up. You got to get to that point where no matter what people say, no matter what happens in the business, no matter what's going on, the product not working, this, that, and that, no matter what is going on, the foundation of which you stand on is what pushes you through this business. Okay? So, in other words, guys, don't let nobody stomp on your foundation. Don't let nobody say, oh, that thing doesn't work. Don't let anybody tell you that network marketing is for the birds. Don't let anybody tell you, this, that, and the other about the industry, about our company, about our product, about our stock, about none of that. None of that affects me, guys. You know why? Because the foundation I stand on is strong. Why is it? Why is the foundation so strong? Because we have other people here. That's the beauty of network marketing. There's people that I lean on. You guys is what I lean on. I lean on Tuan and Van. I lean on, oddly enough, you guys don't notice, but I lean on all of you guys. I like reading all the posts on Facebook. I might not comment on every single one, but I like reading them. I love them. I love getting all the text messages that I do. That's all part of the foundation. That's all part of our roots intertwining with one another. When that happens, guys, magic can happen. Nobody can say anything to me. Why? Because I know my foot is planted in the ground with this company. My foot is planted. My feet are planted in the ground with this leadership. My feet are planted in the ground with y'all. Okay? That's all my Southern people out there. Y'all. Okay? So I know I got my Texas peeps out there. Y'all. Okay? So again, that's what gets me excited about this. Okay? It is us being able to walk in this journey together. Okay, to be able to lean on each other, to be able to talk to each other. Okay, things are gonna happen, guys. Let's just be completely honest. Some of you guys, the product, the sleep, the steps, some of it might not work. And for me, I've been lucky. My product has been amazing, and the people, for the most part, the people that I've gotten started, their product has been amazing. Okay? So my point is, guys, your foundation got to be strong. Okay, my point is, don't let nobody tell you. I'm so sorry, I'm getting distracted here. I made the my foundation is strong, guys. And again, it's only strong because our roots are entangled with one another. Okay, again, don't let nobody tell you this stuff doesn't work. I'm telling you, this stuff works. Don't let people steal your dreams, guys. This stuff is for real. Don't let anybody say whatever they're going to say. You're in one of those rah-rah things. No, it's not that, guys. It's real. Okay? So, again, that's the first story I wanted to tell you as we move forward. And as I close it out, I'm gonna tell you my second story, which is the one I like to tell. So, Juan, can you change the slide for me? Or Van, whoever's doing the slides? Okay? Again, I wanted to set you guys up for this portion of my training. It's very short. I only have a few slides. But I want to set it up with that story. So Helen Keller once was asked, what would be worse than being born blind? And she said the only thing worse than being blind is having sight with no vision. Okay, that's the only thing that's worse. So here's a blind person saying the only thing worse than being blind is having sight with no vision. A lot of us, we live through myopic sunglasses. Okay, we want things right now. We want it instant. Everything is instant today. McDonald's, coffee. You want something on the internet, you press the button, you get it. I mean, everything is so instant now. Okay, and because of that, we live through myopic sunglasses. We can't see further than what's right in front of us. We can't see the future. I'm not saying that you want to see the future, but you got to think beyond your current circumstances, guys. And here's the deal. I'm going to be totally transparent with you, and I hope this stays with this group, okay? 8 months ago, I was going through one of the toughest times in my life, okay? I was going through a divorce. And I was with another company, came home from our incentive trip on that company, okay? My Yukon was parked at the airport with all of my belongings in it, okay? Everything that I own was in my car when I landed, okay? And I made good money in this previous company, really good money. Okay, and because I didn't want to interrupt, if you will, the current lifestyle that my kids were living and all that good stuff, I gave it all away. I gave my business away. Okay, I had no income. I had no income for about 7 months. Okay, I needed to do something different. Okay, and I was still working my previous company, but I wasn't working it. If that makes sense. I was working it so that the income could still come in. I was living out of my car Okay? And I don't tell you guys this so you guys feel sorry for me. I don't want that. I definitely don't want that. I don't want that at all. Okay? I want you guys to understand why it is so important to have a foundation. Okay? Your why got to be strong, guys. I knew that I needed something different. I knew that I needed something for my kids. Okay? I didn't know what it was, but I was willing to do whatever it is, whatever it took. Again, 7 months I was living out of my car. Okay? Nobody knows this up until now. There's only like probably 8 people that actually knew this. And now over 100. Oh my God, that's not good. But I don't talk about it, okay? And I'm not telling you guys again to feel sorry for me. I want you guys to understand that because my foundation was strong, because my why was strong, I went out and did something about it. Okay, living out of my car for 6 to 7 months. I stayed at a friend's house here and there. Like it was so bad. Like I wouldn't even go to my dad's house. That's how embarrassed I was. Okay, but I stayed the course. Living at the beach. It ain't too bad, guys. Let me just tell you, it's not that bad. Okay, but I was at the beach, probably 5 nights out of the week. I'll go to my dad's maybe once a week, whatever. But again, I want you guys to get this. Like my why was strong. I knew that I needed to do something different. And I remember when Twan and Van, we talked about this company, World Global Network. And here's the deal, guys. I'll be honest with you guys. I told Twan, let me talk to the #1 earner in the U.S. He got me on the phone with Chad. Okay. I didn't know the name of the company. I didn't even know the product that was marketed. Twan and Van will tell you, I didn't know nothing. Okay. I just wanted to talk to the guy. And I asked the guy, can people win here? Is there a real shot? And I just wanted to hear his answer. I wanted to hear the genuineness. I didn't want to hear the network marketing answer, if you will. Okay, I wanted to hear the and what he told me, I just got excited about. And it was funny because what he told me after he said what he said, I told him, I said, Chad, I'm in. And he said, huh? I said, yeah, I'm in. He goes, you don't even know the name of the product. You don't even know the name of the company. I said, I don't care. I want in. And it's because of people like that. It's because of good-hearted people is why I'm here. Okay, so again, guys, your why needs to be strong. To move forward, you're gonna get knocked down. You're gonna get beat up. People are gonna say whatever they want to say. Okay, I was getting beaten up for 7 months, even longer than that. But while I was quote unquote homeless, I was getting beaten up every day. I was reminded, what the heck am I doing? I'm living on the dang beach. Okay, and got started in this business. Okay, again, this is just me. Again, being transparent with you about having a strong why. It was easy for me to quit this business. It was easy for me to go back to a job, but I didn't. I didn't. I couldn't. I didn't want to. I believe that this is it. Okay, and to this day, I still believe. Okay, but here's what happened when I first got started. Paul and Van will tell you, it took me longer than everybody else to get paid because of the iPayout system that we have. And I kept screwing it up. It was user error. Okay? But it was those things like that. I mean, it took me longer to get paid. And I could have walked away then. I mean, I even told Twan, I was like, whoo, this is getting crazy. I knew what I was going to be making. Okay? I got a place November 15th. I got a place. I needed to pay first and last month's rent. I didn't get paid. I thought I was going to get paid before that. I did not get paid before that. Okay. Luckily, again, this is all about your why being strong, having conviction. Because when you profess, you know what I mean. When you say it out loud, when you ask the universe, God, whatever it is you believe in, when you ask for something, the good man upstairs, in my belief, the good man upstairs weaves certain things into the fabric of your destiny, guys. Okay, I was supposed to move in on the 15th. I didn't have the money. The lady that gave me the place to rent, okay, she said, hey, listen, when you get it, it's, I'll take it whenever you get it. That's how cool she was. And oddly enough, I got the check 2 days later on the 17th, was able to pay her first and last month's rent. And again, to me, That's all the reasons why. Like because I'm firm on that. You know, I had a big reason why I wanted to do this. I had a big reason why I wanted to become successful. So with that being said, the man upstairs weaves things into the fabric of my destiny for it to happen. Okay, and that I firmly believe that. And like if I was negative Nancy, if I was Debbie Downer, I'm very sure I wouldn't have gotten the opportunities that I've gotten. Okay, I could have easily 7 months being homeless. I could have easily checked out. And trust me, guys, there were times. I'm not saying that you got to be positive all the time because that's just crazy. Okay, I personally don't like that people that's always positive all the time. Okay, what I am saying is you're gonna have dips in your belief. Your faith is gonna get rocked. Okay, every almost all the time it's gonna get, almost daily for some people it's gonna get rocked. It's how you respond to those things that make the difference. Okay, so your why, guys, got to be so huge that it doesn't matter what is happening, what your current situation is. The only thing that matters is that you know that there's a reason that you're doing what you're doing. Okay, I got my girls in the back, guys, of me. They're watching their videos. They're, I don't know, playing bingo, whatever the case may be. You know, it took me a while to get to this. 7 months I didn't see them because I was homeless. I couldn't take them anywhere. Okay, now I got a place. I mean, I get to see them more often. You know, and it's definitely less than what I used to see them. A lot of you guys know who I am. I'm a huge family guy, and I saw my kids every day. But now I'm grateful. Okay, and it's because of the reason why. And these are the reasons why. My 4 kids are the reasons why I do what I do. Okay, so developing the mindset of success, guys, it's real simple, guys. Next, switch that up, Tuan or Van. Yeah, you gotta have a burning desire, guys. You gotta have a burning desire to want more. Okay, you cannot just get by. You know, you ever ask those people? You ever ask people like this question? Hey, what's up, T? I mean, what's up, Tuan? And they say stuff like, "Just hanging in there." What does that even mean to me? So every time people say "just hanging in there," I always tell them, "Please don't let go." Okay, you shouldn't be just hanging in there. Okay, you should never be surviving. You should be thriving. Okay, you gotta have a burning desire to want more. If not, you just stay stuck. Okay, here's a perfect example. John D. Rockefeller was one of the richest people in the world back in the day. Okay, and in an interview, he was asked one question. The question was, "How much is enough?" His answer, epic. He said, "Just a little bit more." Okay, just a little bit more. You gotta have that burning desire to keep wanting more. You gotta have that burning desire to keep moving forward, to stay ahead, to help people go. You gotta have a burning desire to make it happen. Okay. The next thing is applied faith, guys. We talked about that already. Okay. You gotta have faith in this thing. I mean, yes, you're gonna get rocked. Yes, you gotta set the expectations for people to join the business. Yeah, you know, sometimes we're in a technology company, guys. Okay. A lot of you guys have iPhones, Samsung. It doesn't always work. I was just on this laptop with Tuan earlier before we got started. I had to reboot my laptop because it wasn't working. Okay, same thing. I mean, our product sometimes, let's be real honest here. It works and it doesn't work. Okay, just know that the company's always making adjustments. The company's always doing enhancements to the product. Okay, it's like a spaceship going to the moon, if you will. Okay, 99% of the time it's off track. 99% of the time it's off track. Okay, every time they got to make course correction to bring it in alignment. Same thing with our product. Same thing with success. Same thing with our company. Same thing with us, our mind. Okay, we're gonna get off track sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, oh look, shiny object. Oh, you know what I mean? But we always gotta do course correction. Okay, so applied faith. You gotta have faith that what you're doing, that what is being told to you, not in a cultish way, guys. Okay, not trying to say that, but what is being, the information that is being relayed to you guys. I mean, you guys know this already. Our page, we're completely honest with everybody. Even in our trainings, we're completely honest with you guys. Like we tell you, yeah, our customer service sucks. It does. Okay, is it going to get better? Heck yes. Okay. I tell people all the time, yes, the product, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You gotta troubleshoot it all the time for some people. Yeah, it does. That's what happens. It is what it is. What are you gonna do about it to move forward? Okay, how do you move forward? Okay, do you let something like that affect how you operate? No, you just keep moving forward. I remember talking with Eddie Pula back when he first got started. He had some issues that was going on, and he talked to Tuan, and Tuan, I don't know what Tuan said to him, but he called me up. He's like, I like his honesty. That was it. He's like, I like his honesty. Okay, and so again, and he still had faith. He still had faith that this is the company. And I think you guys seen his posts on our team, on our group page. I mean, it's just phenomenal what he's posting. I love it. Okay, so you guys gotta have faith in this guy. Burning desire, applied faith, and not just believing, but doing something about it. Faith without works is dead, guys. We all know that. Okay, so applied faith. You gotta apply what you're thinking. You gotta apply what you feel. You gotta apply your why to all of this. Okay, auto suggestion, guys. We just talked about that. Okay, so far it can go two ways: negative or positive. Okay, what are you telling yourself? Okay, are you gonna get rocked a few times? Yeah, well, I said that earlier. You're gonna get rocked. Okay, but what are you telling yourself to move forward? Okay, here's the perfect example of this. Tuan, Van, Stacey, and I, we left Dubai on Tuesday. Okay, we left Dubai on Tuesday. On our way home to LA, we got rerouted to Moscow. So we had to stop in Russia. We stayed on the tarmac, and I did the math then. We actually stayed on the tarmac for 8 hours. Okay, so from Dubai, we were coming home. We got rerouted to Russia. Stayed in the tarmac for 8 hours. On the tarmac for 8 hours. Okay. Then we was told that we're gonna have to go back to Dubai. Okay, and there were some people in the in the plane like, oh, what, why we gotta go back? And even we said, why we gotta go back to Dubai? But it was a different conversation that we were having than everybody else was having. Like some people were just pissed off, and we were like, whatever, we gotta go back to Dubai. Main thing is that we get home safely. You know what I mean? It could have easily went bad. It could have easily went south. It could have easily, we could have went to the customer service desk in Dubai and caused a ruckus. We didn't. Okay. Our auto suggestion was always positive. What are we going to do about it? How can we get home? We talked about it. Say, listen, what are the options? They gave us the options. Here's the deal. You can go home in 3 hours, or we can put you up tonight in Dubai and you guys leave the next day. We all agreed we're going to go home in 3 hours. And the funny thing was, we were on a plane for 18. We're on a plane for 18 hours. We were off the plane for 3 hours, and we went back on the plane for another 16 hours just to get to LA. Okay, so again, auto suggestion is huge, guys. Okay, again, things are going to happen in the business. Things are going to happen, with iPayout, things, whatever the case may be. Okay, it's how we talk to ourselves that makes a difference in how we respond. Okay, and notice I use the word respond and not react. Okay, we always got to we got to respond and not react. Okay, so auto suggestion, guys. Positive self-talk is huge. Okay, next one, Van. Enthusiasm. You notice how I said that? No, just kidding. you gotta be enthusiastic, guys. You gotta get excited. Look, I say this all the time. Good things happen when we get excited. For example, we all wouldn't be here if our parents didn't get excited. Hey-oh, you guys just caught that right now. Okay, so, but guys, get excited. Don't be like Snuffleupagus. Okay, I don't know if you guys know who Snuffleupagus is, but he's always like, hey, bird. We don't want to be that guy. Okay, we gotta get excited for what we're doing, guys. We gotta get excited. I mean, every time people tell me how I'm doing, I always say I'm doing great. Or when I ask people, how you doing, man? And they say good, I always say, my response is always the same. Have you ever thought about being great? Okay, so get excited about what you're doing. Get excited about life. Get excited about waking up, for crying out loud. And again, guys, maybe I might be a little bit different because I was homeless 7-8 months ago. Okay, I was, and up until November I was homeless. Okay, but even when I was still excited. Okay, even when I was living out of my car, I was excited to do it. Guys, the first month in this business, I was still homeless. Okay, the first 20 days I was homeless. And I still was like, nobody knew. Nobody knew I was homeless. Only Tuan and Van and probably Layla and Stacey and Darren. That was it. That was the only people knew that I was homeless. And Mike, shout him out. But other than that, I mean, nobody knew. Okay. Next thing, guys, obviously is having vision. We talked about earlier with Helen Keller. You gotta have vision. Okay. And if you don't have it, borrow somebody else's vision right now. Borrow somebody else's belief. Borrow ours, for crying out loud. Okay, vision. You got to see beyond your current circumstances. We cannot live through myopic sunglasses, guys. You got to see further than what's in front of you. That's the only way you're gonna get to the top, guys. If you only think of your current circumstances, okay, you won't move past it. You'll stay stuck. You gotta have vision, guys. And the last thing, guys, is going the extra mile. Here's what I say about the extra mile. Benjamin Franklin, we all know who Benjamin Franklin is. He's on the $100 bill. He invented the lightning rod, okay? He invented the lightning rod. Here's the deal. If he stopped at the lightning rod, we still would know who Benjamin Franklin is. What people don't know about Benjamin Franklin is this. He created daylight savings. He created the first fire station, the first library. He invented the first oven or range stove. He invented bifocals. Okay, the list goes on and on with Benjamin Franklin, guys. Okay, again, he could have stopped at the lightning rod. Okay, but he went the extra mile to cement his name in history. Okay, now I don't know if that's what you guys are trying to do, cement your name in history. I'm trying to cement my name for my kids, for my family. I want to create a legacy, if you will. Okay, that's what I want to do. I want to create a legacy, if you will. Okay, so that's why I go the extra mile. And I always say this, guys, there's no traffic jams at the extra mile. Okay, so go for it. Why not? There's nobody there. And when you get there, it's going to be us. And the beautiful thing about having us there is that we get to have fun together. So we get to as fast as we like, we get to as slow as we like, we get to take vacations, whatever it is, go the extra mile. Okay, Twan, is this my last part or no? Okay, so it's not my last part. Again, obviously, guys, stay connected. Okay, forget about stay connected, but stay connected through the Team World Facebook page. Okay, very, very important to stay connected there. Okay, okay, the team website, you guys saw that real quick. team-world.biz. Okay, here's where you can find. A lot of the stuff, documents, training, whatever the case may be. Get on this website, and obviously connecting to the Facebook page. That's a huge page for us, guys. That's where a lot of the information is relayed via like Zooms, appointment, whatever the case may be, new updates, whatever. Okay, is through this Facebook group. Okay, so before I turn it over, guys, let me just tell you my last story, and it's a story about Hernan Cortez. And a lot of you guys know who he is. A lot of you guys don't know. A lot of you guys maybe heard the story before, and I'll just keep it real short, guys. Hernan Cortez was a conqueror back in the day. Okay, and he set sail from Cuba to the where was it? Somewhere I forget. Okay, Yucatan Peninsula. Sorry, Cuba to Yucatan Peninsula. Okay, and his goal was to get all the gold, all the treasures of the world. Okay, that's why he set sail. Now, here's the deal: there were conquerors before him that tried to get all this treasure, and they all failed. Okay, and the people that held this treasure, they all knew that people was coming after them. They knew. They're like, come get it, test us, try me. Okay. Now, Hernan Cortez, when he set sail, he took a bunch of people. Okay, several boats, maybe 10, I believe, or something like that. Okay, and he packed them up with horses and people and weapons and all of this stuff. And prior to going, okay, he kind of sat everybody down and said, "Hey, listen, we've got a great opportunity here, guys." And sold the vision to these people. Sold them. He sold the vision to these people. Okay, they all jumped on these boats with Hernan Cortez, and they were like, "Yeah, let's go conquer the world." Well, halfway through the journey, a mutiny started to happen. People started questioning Hernan's, motives. Like, this guy is crazy. I don't even know why we're doing this. Maybe we should go back. And so Hernan had to reel him back in, if you will. Okay, just like what we're doing right now. We have to, stuff happens. We do a training. We do a Zoom, whatever the case may be. So you have to reel people back in and say, listen, this is it, guys. Imagine your legacy. Imagine your kids. Imagine your kids' kids. Imagine your grandkids, and so on and so forth. Imagine what's going to happen to them because of what you're doing today. Okay, and so you know, they all get back on board, and they get to the shores. They park the boats. Everybody gets off, and everybody thinks that they're just going to bum rush everything, you know, try and win this thing, whatever the case may be. Oddly enough, Hernan got everybody on the shores. They camped out for a few days. Okay, and every day he kept talking to him. He kept, hey, this is what's going to happen, blah 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 blah. Okay, so on the final day, everybody knew that this is the day that we're going to go into battle, and this is the speech that he's going to give us. Right? He's going to give us his speech so we can get excited and all this stuff. So he sat everybody down and he said 3 words. He said, burn the ships. And everybody started looking at each other like, what the heck is this dude talking about? Is he smoking something? Did he just say burn the ships? Okay. Yes, he burned all the ships. Okay. And funny thing happened is they won. Okay. Why did he burn the ships though? Okay. There's a certain commitment level, okay, when you cut all ties. Okay, there's a certain commitment level when you burn the ships. Some of you guys need to burn the ships right now. I'm not saying burn the ships on your job. I'm like some of the relationships that you're involved in. Some of the people that take up your time. Okay, some of the people that you prospect for 20 times, okay, 30 times. Okay, is it better to prospect one person 100 times or 100 people one time? Okay. Some of you guys need to burn those ships. Okay, I don't know what it is, okay? But again, all of this stuff needs to happen, okay, for you to move forward. Okay? And again, we're here every step of the way, guys. We want to help you guys. We all leaning on each other. Just know that just know that the foundation is strong here, guys. Your why gotta match the foundation here. Your why gotta be strong enough for us to move forward. So guys, I appreciate your time today during my portion of the training. I'm going to turn it over to Tuan, I believe. Is it Tuan or Van?
I'm here.
Oh, I'm going to turn it over to Tuan, guys. And here's what a lot of you guys don't know about Tuan. Okay? Or Tuan and Van. But I mean, they make a boatload of money. A lot of you guys saw the check. Okay? But what I love about this guy is his heart. Okay? The work ethic that they put in, I mean, it's amazing to me. They don't sleep. Okay? I was up with them at 1:30 in the morning, which was 3:30 in the morning for them. Yeah, so it's just insane the kind of work ethic they have. And I want you guys to understand that what they're doing is for you guys. Okay, the work ethic that they put in is for you guys. They're taking care of customer service stuff. They're working on all the issues that's going on. Okay, and oddly enough, Tuan, Van, and we're working on something to help you guys in that process as well, to free up our time to go and build a bigger business with y'all. Okay, so I absolutely love this couple. Just really good friends of mine. I've known them for many, many years. Like I said, I love them to death. So, Tuan, I'm going to turn this webinar off to you.
Thanks, man. Bro, I appreciate it. You know how I always say it. Hey, man. But, yeah. I just want to thank you for, number one, for your friendship. Number two, I honestly think that was an incredible training. I mean, honestly, guys, there's a chat box on the right side. For some of you guys, might be on the left side. I don't know. But just go ahead and actually make a comment real quick. If you thought T's training was incredible, if it hit home, hit you in the heart, just go and make a comment below. Give me some love so I can actually see what's going on here, right? Yeah, absolutely, right? Already. Was honestly, T, I got to say it was an incredible training, man. We appreciate you, appreciate your leadership. Yep, you were very transparent. I definitely can tell you anytime I've ever complained, I go, man, I wasn't homeless. But then again, I always tell people, man, homeless in Hawaii, it's not a bad deal. So, guys, what a blessing, man. What a great training so far. Yep. So what I want to do right now is I want to go ahead and actually, transition and T did a phenomenal job talking about the mindset, leadership, and really what to expect down the road, because we all have mental warfare. We have a saying that 80% of this business is mindset, 20% of it's going to be skill set. I'm going to go over the skill set with you. Van's going to talk about the compensation and how you're going to maximize on that. But honestly, if you just took what T said just from the last 30, 40 minutes of him training, it's all you really need to build a business, because everything else is honestly, it's only 20% of what is really important, which I'm going to go over with you. But the 80% is what you say to yourself when you talk to yourself. Anytime, you know, you do a firmware update and it loops, right? It loops on me too, right? But at the end of the day, I just put it aside. I said, look, you know, Fabio Galdi is going to do what he's going to do best. Antonio DeRosa, who actually was the lead designer for iPhone 5, 6, and 7. If he did it for Apple, he's going to do it for us, okay? So all I know is that he's going to take care of it. They're going to do what they do best, and then we're going to do what we do best. And so we just let go, let God, right? So get the ego out of the way. Edging God out, right? So having said all that, I want to go and transition and actually talk about the 557, okay, which is literally it's the backbone system behind building your world business. Now, one of the topics that we did talk about over in Dubai, we've talked about it at the Saturday event. We've talked about it, you know, when we actually flew into Florida, is the loyalty membership. Guys, I will tell you this. In the 14 years of Van and I's experience in this industry, we've never seen something that what a person pays, and I'm just being real with everybody, okay? The industry standard outside in the marketplace, industry standard right now, the average auto shipment is $100. I don't care what you do, what company and some of the companies are multi-billion-dollar companies, but the average standard, what they call an auto shipment, is $100. And so what here with World Global Networks, you're not even auto shipment, your membership is $59. Guys, when Van and I first took a look at this company, it was $69, and then they talked it over, and they said, well, amongst the corporate leadership, they said, you know, that's going to be too much for the field, because we're a global business. We're open in 150 countries or whatever, 195 countries. I'm not sure. I even forget now. Worldwide, we're open. And so they wanted to figure out that this was going to be affordable not only in the States, but it's going to be affordable in Australia. It's going to be affordable in Vietnam. It's going to be affordable in Colombia. So they figured that $59 is the maximum that they can afford to be able to actually handle something like this. And so this is incredible, okay? So $59, standard industry, $59, 800 compared to $59, number one's already a game changer. This is just what my opinion is, okay? $59 game changer. Number two, this will be a light switch for you guys. If I told you that if I was your bank, okay, and I was your bank teller, and you came up to me and say, hey, Tuan, today I have a check for $59. I'm going to go and cash it in. You cash in $59 and deposit it is $75 that you can pull out. What would you say to me? I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, where did this money come from? What's my interest rate, right? This is what I'm talking about. You put in $59 and they're going to go ahead and give you $75 of spendable points per month. For what do you do with it, okay? I know T went through this training early. If you missed it, phenomenal job. What you get is the Hilo by itself is $199 without the germanium stones, okay? The Hilo kit, the box set, it comes with 1 Hilo and 3 germanium stones. The titanium plates are each $60, right? So that's $120 if you bought it separately. But since you bought it as a kit, the box set, you're gonna get all the 3 germanium stones, the titanium plates, plus the Hilo, all for $319. But if you take away the stones out, the Hilo, just Hilo by itself, is $199. So literally, if you just saved up, 3-4 months, you can literally use, and this again will be a huge eye-opener for you guys. After 3-4 months, you can take this 75 spendable points, world dollars, what we call them, and you can actually buy new Hilo. For what? For a family member. Maybe the new model comes out. You want to upgrade. You want to get the new model, if you will. You can do that without spending your own money anymore. So guys, this is huge. Right here is by far, I've never seen this before. This is a game changer. Put in 59, you're going to get 75 world dollars out of it. In addition to that, you can also buy the new phone. The phone's going to come out, and don't quote me on this, but from what I hear, it's going to be second quarter of this year. And the phone, guys, I don't want to upsell you on it, but I've seen it. It's very lightweight. It's an Italian luxury brand. My favorite is it can last 3 days. It's like a shelf life for 3 days without charge. My iPhone, though I love it, and I'm an Apple fanatic. I got a MacBook Pro. I got a MacBook Air. Dan has MacBook Air. I have the iPhone 6 Plus. I'm fighting not to upgrade because it seems to be glitching every hour for some reason. Van has the iPhone. The kids have we just gave them for their birthday an iPad mini for education purposes, guys. We don't spoil our kids. We make sure we discipline them right. But we have Apple like crazy, right? But even then, I will tell you this. Doesn't it make sense that if you have a Apple Watch has an Apple phone, wouldn't it make sense to have a world Hilo to have a world phone? So this is going to be exciting. We're going to actually be able to buy into the brand that we're actually marketing, and love that. Okay. In addition to that, the Pro app and the LifeLog. Some of you guys don't know the difference between this. Let me explain this real quick, and you'll see the power behind the loyalty membership. The Pro plan. Okay, let me reverse back. The free app that you download for your Hilo is already robust. It's already amazing. With the Pro plan, the difference behind it is that instead of actually monitoring only one loved one, let's say you're married, you want to monitor your spouse, or your spouse want to monitor your husband. Hey, where'd you go? I want to see if you're still alive, right? Some of you guys are like, this is like a stalker app. No, get that out of the way, okay? But in any case, the Pro plan will give you the ability to monitor up to 20 people. Okay, you can monitor up to 20 people, 20 loved ones, vice versa. In addition to that, instead of having one emergency contact, you can have up to 3 emergency contacts, and all the new upcoming features like the blood glucose, the blood viscosity, blood temperature, mosquito shield. All that is going to be integrated into the Pro plan. Also, LifeLog. Some of you guys don't know what LifeLog is. It's going to be featured, introduced, I believe, in Thailand. Okay, so this is going to be great. It's going to be phenomenal, where you have the ability to log your history of your health status. So maybe, for example, let's say you're a single gal. Maybe you're dating, and then today your boyfriend decides to propose to you, and you actually got engaged. You got excited, right? You look at your Hilo, and it says what's your mood? Excitement. And what's cool about it is that LifeLog has the ability to actually log that data, that memory of yours onto your back office. Now they're gonna build this out. They're gonna build this platform. It's gonna be beautiful, and it's gonna say, hey, that at this time you were excited, and you can literally go in and you can log it out. Now I don't know all the details. This is what I was actually told, and you can actually memorize it. You can take a picture. You can upload pictures of it. And they're going to have other function. This product will get very, very, it's going to get really good. There's other features that's coming out that's going to make LifeLog amazing, to be able to record your health status, be able to actually monitor different things. You can be able to monitor your body, whether you have, decrease in protein or iron deficiency. And I've already said too much already, okay? So LifeLog gets you to have the ability to record it, log your memory, and you get a chance to share it amongst other Hilo members. Like, hey, check this out. Look what happened for me. And you can share it through social media or whatnot, through Facebook or Instagram. So this will be a huge, intricate part of the Pro plan. It's going to be incredible. And this in itself alone, this in itself alone is $12 a month, okay, on the Pro plan. Now, it's $12 per device. So every member, every customer that buys the product, they want to have these features. It's going to be $12 a month. However, if you have the loyalty membership, all 5 Hilos will be covered with the Pro plan. So we're talking about $12 times 5 is all covered on all the devices. Okay, so you don't have to pay that. It's all covered under the monthly membership. Guys, just these 2 alone is a game changer. Number 3, you have a protection plan, accidental or loss. Literally within the first 90 days, you have access to this right away. And you have 512 gigs of cloud storage. Some of you guys don't know how to access this. Go to your back office, go to My Products, And on the left side, you have access to your cloud storage where you can upload anything you want, files, pictures, anything you want to this. So this is also an added benefit of instant. We call it instant access to benefits right away. So very, very cool. And we have a 1,000-seat webinar that we have. The loyalty box, guys. Now we're talking about long-term, okay? Van and I have been in 2 different companies. Now we're customers to like 7 or 9, okay? But the loyalty box, in my opinion, is going to be the breakthrough in terms of long-term retention. Here's the reason why. You're going to be able to get a financial benefit by just saying long-term. Now, this isn't new stuff, guys. A lot of companies do this, but they instead of giving commission, they give like benefits like, hey, if you keep your T-Mobile for a year, you're now a loyal person. You actually now have access to these type of things, or you can buy this thing or whatnot. Here at World Global Network, they decided that, hey, we know why you're here. You want to make money, so they're going to give you more money. So how does this work? Some of you guys have also gotten this mixed up. Van and I ourselves, we got this mixed up. You don't get 1% on your team volume commission. You get 1% on your team volume. Okay, so whatever your volume is on your entire personal team, you're going to get 1% of it. Guys, this is a big game changer because every single month, whatever your volume is, take 1% of it and they're going to put it in a piggy bank. The next month, as long as you are consistent as a loyal member, they're going to take that 1% of that total team volume and they're going to put it in the piggy bank. After 12 months, on the 13th month, they're going to release it to you. Now, here's what's really exciting, y'all. You can actually go to your back office and you can click on the money box and you can actually see how much you've accumulated. I've gotten phone calls from some of you guys like, Twan, I've gotten X amount of dollars. What is this? And I've said, I don't, that's your money box. And some of you guys are really shocked because you're out there just building a business. You're building your residual income. You're building your book of business already. And then you're shocked because the company's giving you an extra 1% on your total team volume. And guys, so for some of you guys, if you've been in it long enough in this industry, there's something that's very, some of you guys might be liberated by it. Or some of you guys might feel very patriotic with it. But here in the United States, we pay something called taxes, okay? Now, look, I'm not against paying taxes. Some 50% I am. But I want to know where the money goes, right? So I don't mind paying taxes as long as I know I pay my portion. Now, here's the thing. If you've made money in this industry, and some of you guys are like, yeah, I know what you're talking about, you're going to pay taxes. You're going to write off. You're going to have all these benefits, but you're still going to pay taxes every quarterly at the end of the year. What if you took this money and you were able to actually dump it into paying taxes? What happens to the rest of the money? You get to spend it, right? So this is a total protection plan of your business, in my opinion. So this right here will keep the members on the books year after year, I would say decades because of this, right? You also get 30 points into the binary. So that adds towards your residual income. Guys, if you took 450 which is what pays out on the binary, 450 on the left, 450 on the right. Every time it matches, it pays out $90. So if you took 450 and you divide it by 30, okay, if you added, enough, I think it's about like 9, I think. Sorry, like 12 or 15, sorry, it's 15. So if you actually had 15 members on the books, you would get paid a residual income of $90, right? So here's what's really cool about this. If you take 30 and you actually really broke it down from how much of the residual you get from it, you get $6 a month on residual income from this 30 points, guys. These 30 sales volume points is what is generated into the binary. So you are able to earn, that's a huge number in the industry in general. But in addition to that, guys, on your personal signups, so you're enrolling people personally on the $59, not only you get 30 points into the binary, but 10% of it becomes fast start bonuses every month, $6. So if you add both of it together, if you are a master at enrolling a lot of members monthly, So I'm so used to like preferred customers from a product company. But if you do that every single month, your earning potential max on residual basis is $12 a month. Guys, game changer. And to stay active, some of you guys will get these emails like, hey, your activation is expiring or whatnot. All that simply means, guys, is that to stay active, to accumulate your volume, you yourself should be on the loyalty membership, but you just have to also, if you're in the United States, Europe, and in Canada, that's the blue plan, you just enroll just one loyalty member a month. A month. You just enroll one loyalty member and ensure that they keep the membership, and you actually remain qualified every single month. So you yourself is on the membership, you have one person on the membership, and you're active every single month where you're accumulating volume and as well as active to earn commissions, you guys, okay? So why did I take 15 minutes to break this down, guys? This is the cornerstone of our entire business. And I wanted to bring this up to you guys because if you really understand that you're putting in 59 and you're getting a tremendous amount of value back, then you're going to notice that the residual income that you're going to get behind this is going to be extremely long-term and I would say high retention. I wouldn't be surprised that and some people have thrown out different numbers, but I believe statistically that we're going to see a retention that we've never seen before. Because industry standard, you guys, I don't care what company you are, you might be an XYZ company, I don't want to say any names, but the industry standards is 8 to 10%. 8 to 10% retention. Van and I, we have a really good friend, and he actually debated with us. He's like, it's technology. He's like, who's gonna retain technology every single month? It changes all the time. And we asked him, well, what do you market? And he said, I market food. I'm like, what do you mean by food? I market green food. So it's a powder, you pour it in, and then you shake it up, and then you drink it, and now you have all your nutrients from vegetables, right? It's a great concept. I love it. Van loves it. If anyone knows Van, I always joke around with her, but if it wasn't for her, I think that I would be extremely unhealthy, right? So she's a health fanatic, but she, even her as a health fanatic as she is, she says, how much is it every month for that? And she said, $100 a month. And she said, I don't care what you do, you're paying $100 a month. And people want to go out there and buy something when they're going to Sprouts or they're going to Whole Foods or whatnot. They want to instantly get it or whatever the case is, right? But it's $100 a month. And whether we like food or not, the average retention across the board is 8 to 10%. Guys, if you do enough research, here's what I've studied and I've looked into, and I literally looked at all these graphs. They did a study in 2015, which was the latest I could find. It's 2015. They actually did Samsung versus the Apple. Okay, they're both of their phones from the Galaxy to the iPhone, and they noticed that across the board on retention wise, get this number, 72.6% retention rate. What do I mean by that? That means that every year when a new product comes out, there is an average of a 70% chance that person is willing to upgrade to the next model. Okay, and I'll prove it to you. If I went across the board and I said, "Hey guys, what type of phone do you have?" and you tell me Galaxy or iPhone, and I said, "Okay, great. So what is your megapixel on your camera?" 50% of you guys, well, I've lost you already. If I asked you, okay, so what's the processor speed? I've already lost it in 80% of you guys. If I asked you guys, even your gigs, like how many gigs do you have? I think I have 16. I think I have 64. You don't even know. So why did you upgrade your phone? Because you knew that your life is going to be easier, right? If you had that technology. So not only that we actually have technology as a high retention, but at the same time, we have a low cost monthly loyalty membership, but high value in return. And if you understand this, we have a game-changing membership in the industry. Okay? All right, guys. So let me move forward real quick, guys. And I want to talk to you guys about the 557. and really understand that this is the system, the backbone behind building your business and duplicating your business, okay? So the first thing, guys, taking notes, focus on executive packs plus loyalty membership. Guys, you know, Darren, I think I just got a message through, you know, from Darren or whatnot. And Darren actually always, you know, talks to me about this all the time. And be honest with you guys, you know, if you focus on executive packs, you're going to literally see a huge difference in your business. Why is that? Okay, for folks, you know, those of you taking notes, here it is. On the partner pack, the single box set, what we call the selfish pack, it only generates $100 in sales volume. On the executive pack, it generates $500 in sales volume. Now that's 5 times greater in sales volume than the other one. So let's look at, for example, Diamond, right? So maybe I would, if I had a chance, I would actually draw it out. Van might be able to take a moment and draw this out later on when she breaks down the comp plan. But to go Diamond, you need 10,000 SV on the left, 10,000 SV on the right. So 10,000 left, 10,000 on the right. If you do the math on it, how many people would you and your team would have to enroll, customers-wise, to be able to hit Diamond to generate $10,000 on the left and on the right? So let's do one side. On the partner pack, which is 100 sales volume, you would have to enroll 100 on the left and 100 on the right. Okay, so if you do the executive pack, it's only 500, right? So you would only have to do what 20. So 20 on the left, 20 on the right. If you add the loyalty membership, you're adding an additional 50 sales volume right when they enroll right in the beginning as a promotion. Okay, so 550 is what you're going to generate. So have you guys ever heard the saying before? What you say doesn't duplicate is what you do is what duplicates. So if you enroll in as a partner pack, I'm not saying that you do, but if you do, well, guess what they're going to do? They're going to do what you do, not what you say. So they're going to go and enroll into partner packs as well. I'm not telling you that if all they have is enough to be able to afford the partner pack, that you are going to, you know, strong arm that, hey, you have to get the executive pack. I'm not telling you to do that. What I'm saying is that if you see value in yourself in the executive pack or the family pack, chances are they're going to be able to find the value behind the family pack. Here's one thing I also know: if you're driving and you had to go to work, if your job is the only income that you had to be able to cover the expenses to your house, for your house, and be able to put food on the table for you and your children, and your tire popped. Now, would you just leave, and that's your only way of transportation, would you just leave your tire popped, or would you replace it? Of course, you would replace it. Even if you didn't have the money, of course, you'd find a way, right? So why is this important? Because people don't focus on what they spend. They focus on how much value they receive. And so with the executive pack, I want to also really emphasize the value behind it, that not only do you get high sales volume for it, and the high sales volume produces stronger income for you and your team, but you have more product on hand. And what does that mean? That means that you're able to take that product and you're able to, what I believe is it's going to really supercharge your business, because being the fact that the company is worldwide and they're shipping to 195 countries, the average shipment, in my opinion, takes about 10 days. For some of you, it happens within 5 days. For some of you, it might happen in 15 days or 13 days. Okay, so I get it. You know, we got the kinks. But I would say on average, say 10 days, okay? So being the fact that it takes 10 days to actually get the product, what Van and I have actually put together in place is that anytime someone enrolls, we're telling that new person to say, hey, when you get the executive pack, or in the future, we're coming out with a premium pack, if you have extra product, cover you, your wife or significant other, your husband. But if you have any extra, whether it's 2 or 3, take those 2 or 3, and once you enroll somebody, immediately put that helo on their wrist right away. Because the person who gets started, they want to be able to feel it, touch it, experience it right away. What does that do for them? That drives their belief level. If their belief level goes up,
No, you're logged in.
Oh, sorry guys.
No, you can't log
Go
in.
ahead and
Sign
mute
out.
everybody out. All right, cool. Cool. Awesome. So I'm back. So where did I go? So if their belief level goes up, then they're going to go ahead and go out there and market it and share it with more people. Okay. So second thing, once you do that, number 2 is to become a team builder immediately. How fast is immediately? 48 hours. So some of you guys are thinking, wow, that's really fast. Well, I understand that not everyone's going to do it, but I want you, once I go over all 5, you're going to be able to see why we're saying doing it 48 hours. Okay. So how do you do it within 48 hours? Go through the system. So when someone first immediately gets started in the business, you want to go to team-world.biz. So within first 48 hours, someone getting started in the business, we're immediately directing them to team-world.biz. And instead of training the new person, we're leveraging the system. When they go to this website, they immediately can click on the document, print out the Getting Started Right worksheet, okay, team-world.biz, and they can immediately print out the worksheet, and they can watch the 50-minute training on how to launch their business right away. Guys, once they're done watching that video, they'll know how to share the 2-minute video, the 7-minute commercial, invite someone to a 30-minute overview, and heck, they'll know exactly how to launch their business with a virtual launch party. So they can set up 2 virtual launch parties, and if you haven't done so yet and you haven't set up your virtual launch party, I highly encourage you to do so and start inviting friends and family to this personal launch of yours immediately. Guys, one thing that Ben and I have found out, that if you make a list of at least 50 people starting off, and then you invited those 50 to 100 people to 2 virtual launch parties, and honestly, if you just do that, you're able to find 2 people who want to purchase the product already. If you made a list of, let me repeat that. If you made a list of 50 to 100 people, and then you were able to actually approach them and be able to say, hey, I'm really excited about something. I'd love to get your opinion on it. Here's the link at 2 o'clock. Can you hop on? I would like to share it with you with a few friends. And you invite them to your virtual launch party, and you set up a Zoom account, invite them on. Statistically, what we've found is that you can enroll your first 2 customers and become team builder within 48 hours. It's how fast you want it. Once you do that, the third thing you want to do is immediately within the next week, within the following week, you want to become a team developer. So how do you do that? Help your 2 customers find their 2 customers, okay? When you do that, you unlock the rest of your compensation plan. So number 1, focus on executive pack. You get started executive. You make sure that you get the loyalty membership. You find 2 people that I would say find 2 people who want to protect their family with this product. And then you become team builder within 48 hours. Help your 2 find their 2. Let them duplicate 1 and 2. Do it within a week. And then number 4, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and repeat the same cycle. I love what Darren said one time when we were chatting on the phone. He said the moment that someone becomes team builder, I ask them to I ask them right away, once you're done, this week, I want you to go team builder again. Start all over again, get team builder again. And by the way, once you're enrolled in the business, you're an automatic, which Van's going to talk about, the back office and the strategy in a second. But in simple terms, go team builder again. Do it again. Do it 4 more times. Okay, team builder 4 more times, meaning enroll 2 more people again, 2 more people again, 2 more people again, and 2 more people again. Do it left, right, 4 more times. Once you do that, next step is create 5 team developers on your left and your right. Guys, if you do the math on this on the volume wise, if and when you break 5 team developers in a given week, you add the volume to that, you're a diamond. You'll have 10,000 on the left, 10,000 on the right. So guys, the reason why I said 48 hours and I said 1 week, because all this, we're all on a week by week close. The weekly close is 11:59 p.m. Monday Pacific Standard Time, and the week starts Tuesday, the basically right when it hits Tuesday. But here's what's interesting. Here we have a soft close, so it doesn't always happen the same way, but you always want to work hard to close out by Monday night. And then whatever that you need left that you might have to clean up or fix, you can actually work on it hopefully Tuesday. But that's why you want to do everything as on Tuesday close. Okay, I mean Monday close. So we're a weekly close. So if you do team developer by the week and you teach 4 other people to do it by the week and have 5 total to do it by the week, that means you're a diamond. So let's say, what if it took you 6 months to do it? What if it took you a year to do it? It's okay, because in due time, as your team evolves and grows, you'll have enough people that's going to support this growth, and eventually you're going to start breaking 5 team developers a week, and that's going to naturally create you. That's going to build you to a diamond. Guys, so this is the first 5 of the 5-5-7 system. Follow it. We believe in it. And here's some people have. I love what Nat said. Right, Nat Puranaputra. He said somebody approached him and said, "Hey, I want to know what the system is. Can you teach me?" And he taught him this first 5 of the 5-5-7 system. And then the next day, he started following a different system. He started enrolling partner packs, and he started doing different things. And he came back to me. He said, "How come I'm not getting the result of hitting diamond?" He's like, "Listen, I showed you what the system is to go diamond. If you do something else, I'm not going to get mad at you. I can't stop you, but this is the system. The other results, I can't tell you those results. I can only tell you what I've done, and this is what I've done." So if you want the results that what Nat has, you just got to do what he does. So the next 5 is following the 5 positions, the 5 ranks that you want to focus on as you're moving up. The one that we love to recognize is team builder. Guys, the newest people are the most important people, because without new customers finding their 2 customers, there wouldn't be a business today. So this is the number 1 position that we focus on in rank. Every single person is the newest person, are the most important people that we focus on. Number 2 is that we focus on team developer, okay? There's a lot of ranks in this company, but I would say that these 2 are the top priorities as we are building. These 2 are the building blocks of the whole entire company. The next one is obviously is go diamond. This is diamond is a very exciting rank to be at, guys. If you want to know the type of income you can make at diamond, for those of you that aren't money motivated, you wouldn't care. For those of you that love the, you're here to say, "Hey, I want to make some money. What do I do with it? I mean, how much money can I earn at diamond?" Well, at diamond, your average income is $2,000 a week just on team commission. So you take 10,000 and you divide, times it by 20.20, 20%. That's $2,000 a week. You qualify every single week. For the month, that's $8,000 a month. By the way, some of you guys don't know this, but you qualify 4 weeks a row in diamond, you actually get a $1,000 car bonus. Get that, right? So by the way, you don't have to pick out a car, right? Which is kind of cool. So that's $9,000 that you've already earned already. And then in addition to that, you're going to earn an average of 20% on check matches. So throw an extra $1,600 of check match income into that. Now you're looking at $10,600 a month as a diamond. 6 figures a year, you guys. Not counting the loyalty membership. Okay? So obviously this is going to be a pinnacle position for some of you guys. And then the last 2 is president, and then president millionaire. Guys, I'm going to talk. Van's going to talk about a promotion that once you hit president millionaire, then you can, you have a shopping spree of picking out a luxury, an exotic car of your choice, whether it's a Rolls Royce, a Lamborghini, or a Ferrari, right? So these are the 5 positions 5 ranks that we focus on. Now let's talk about the 7 activities. I wouldn't say activity. I say 7 events that we actually are focusing on to build your business. Okay. So the first thing is WBO, World Business Overview. So the World Business Overview are this is probably the biggest one that you want to focus on. This is the webinars that we do every Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. We do it 3 days a week, 3 times a day. And some of you guys might be wondering, how about some days that you guys throw in some random ones throughout the week sometime? Why do you guys do that? Guys, we only do that when they extend the week. Maybe there's a 2-week close. We'll throw out a random one out there. But across the board, standard is going to be Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And if you want to know the calendar, if you're taking notes, go to team-world.biz. Then look for the tab events calendar. So we have all the events. The next training that we're gonna have is gonna be listed on there by tonight. So always check on that always. And then also World Biz Overview, what's considered as well as maybe the sit downs, the 101s, the connecting with people, sending someone a 2-minute commercial, or we call it the 2-7-30. 2-minute commercial, 7-minute overview, 30-minute webinar. Putting someone through that process is also a WBO type of activity, you guys. So that's something that we focus on. Number 2, we also focus on world orientation training. We have this once a month. So obviously, what do we train on this? We train on the 5-5-7 system. You guys, what system stands for is save yourself some time, energy, and money. And a lot of times we actually get creative, right? We always want to reinvent the wheel. And what that ends up happening is that you might be very talented, but your team might not be as talented as you are, or vice versa, and it's hard to duplicate. So what the world orientation training does is that it levels the playing field and it makes it duplicatable, because if everyone's beating the same drum, if people are singing the same tune, then you'll notice that it's going to start duplicating without you, in spite of you, thousands of miles away, thousands of miles away, generations and generations deep, without you being involved. And so that's the reason why we have these trainings, to create duplication, okay? Third thing is the World Roadshow. Now, Chad and Natita Chong, they're going to be, double president millionaires, our sponsors. They're going to be traveling. Last time they went they went to Australia, they went to Thailand, and they're also going to be, the next place they're going to go is Hawaii. So we're going to have a calendar that's going to be available, that's going to show all the presidents that are traveling. When they travel, including Van and I and Talia, all of us are going to be traveling in different markets. And so if you know in advance, at least weeks ahead and months ahead, you might have some context there. That's a great opportunity at these road shows that you can actually pre-plan and promote to these events, so that we can go out there and actually be able to share the story of World and Hilo to your relationships and your contacts, you guys. So that's what the World Road Shows are. Fourth is the World Changer events. So these events are the convention, right? So the next convention is going to be in Thailand. So this is going to be really exciting. The details on that, Van's also going to have a slide on that as well. I want to be able to move through so that we have more time with Van to be able to explain all that. But Thailand is actually right around the corner, guys. After today, if you plan on building a strong business, now I would say that all these things are not required. Okay, if you're looking to make $500 a month, none of this stuff is required. You can, share some of the 2-minute commercial, enroll some customers, make $500 a month, enroll a few customers on the loyalty membership, and earn an extra income. But if you're looking to earn a 6-figure income or more, and for some of you, crazy number, $100,000 a month, then you got to be at these events. Here's what's great about this event, you guys. Van, I've been in this industry for a while. We've been to conventions that are 3 days, 4 days long. Here at World Global Network, their event in Thailand is 1 day. I know some of you guys had your jaws drop, right? If some of you that have been in the industry, 1 day. It only takes 1 day to give all the announcements, all the updates, all the nuances, right? And then everything else is about spending time with your team, connecting with your team. And of course, our team, we're going to have a special event. We call it a breakout, where we're going to be able to take all the information. We're going to put it all together. But even then, we're talking about like 2 days. And then the rest of the day in Thailand, what do? You get a chance to tour, hang out, ride the elephants. That's what Ben and I want to do. I know you want to do the same. And that's where the success lies, is the environment, the association. getting to know your friends, your peers, right? And that's the glue to this business, guys, is instead of overtraining somebody, you give them what they need, and then you do it in repetition, okay? And repetition is the mother of all learning. And then the rest of the time, you bond and you build a relationship with people, true, genuine relationship with people. So this event is going to be in May. The details, Van's going to go over with you. But what I highly encourage you to do is at least number one thing is book your flight ticket right away after this event. If you can, at least do in the next week or 2 weeks tops. So that way you can get them. Tickets to Thailand right now are very inexpensive. I'm blown away how inexpensive it is. Change Your Life Camp. It's not necessarily like a camp, like you're going to be camping out in the backyard or something like that. Although that sounds kind of fun with my kids. Change Your Life Camp is, they're going to find, it's going to be a hotel event where, 2 or 3 days, depending on what rank you are. This is a, team, this is a team builder, team builder and above. And you're going to be able to actually really get to know each other and really understand how to build this business better. You'll learn more about that later on. Diamond Academy is for team developers and above. We'll talk about that later on. And then a President Academy for all of you that are diamonds that want to learn how to go to president. We're talking about $500,000 a year income. So if you're looking to, get to that point, you got to be diamond and above to actually go to these events. Guys, that's the 7. That's the 557 as a whole, guys. If you follow that, you're going to be able to duplicate that, and you're going to create some massive success for your business. Now, the last portion of what I'm going to go through, guys, is what I believe is the driving force into the 557 system. We call it the 5-step KISS system. And I'm not talking about kiss like, kiss with your lips, right? Although, Van is probably going to, she's going to do that for me in a second, right? So KISS stands for keep it simple, silly, right? So the whole goal behind building this business is to keep it so simple that it's going to duplicate. So the one thing that Ben and I also absolutely love is that unlike other companies that we've been involved in, though we love every single one of them required, I'm talking about literally required you to educate somebody. Whether it is a nutritional product, you got to talk about the nutrients or what type of ingredients are involved in it, or it's a skincare product and you had to demonstrate the product, maybe take a before and after picture, or it was a legal service plan, which absolutely love that company, but we had to educate someone about it. Here, because of the fact that it's a technology product, you can literally show a 2-minute commercial, no different than watching a commercial on Facebook about the iPhone or the Apple Watch. People watch it, they already know I want it. And that's the cool thing. And I truly believe that this is probably the only type of product that you can really use the system and duplicate and literally work, heck, I would say 99.9% from home if you wanted to. So how do you do it? Number one is you have to do an approach, okay? You have to approach somebody. In other words, it's called the invitation. You have to invite someone to take a look at the information. Okay, so how do you approach someone? I'll give you a couple of ways to approach somebody. One of my favorite ways is asking someone for their opinion. Hey, John, can I get your opinion on something? I'm really excited about something I'm looking at, and I'd love to get your feedback on it. Can I send you a 2-minute commercial on it? That's it. You notice I kept it really simple. I didn't say anything about Hilo or World Global Network. Heck, I don't bring up any facts. I love asking for people's opinion because people love helping people. Asking for someone's opinion, asking for someone's help is, I would say 90% of the time is the easiest way to approach someone. It's the less confrontational way out there. Hey, I'd love to can I get your opinion on something? I'm working on something and I was wondering if you could help me out. I was wondering if you can actually refer me to somebody. Any way you spin it, it sounds great because you're approaching with the opinion. The second thing is honestly, I'm not really good at scripts. I would just say these are the few things that you would use as a philosophy. Less is more. The less you say, the more you're going to make. Okay. I would also say less to more people. I give you an example. I had a friend that I called up and I said, hey, on Facebook. I didn't say it. I texted, hey, And he was like, what's going on? I said, wow. He said, why? What happened? And I sent him the link. Honest. I sent him the link. I said, hey, what? Wow, what happened? Then I sent him a link. And after that, he clicked on the link and he watched it. He was so excited about it. He said, wow, is this direct sales? I love it. I want to buy the product. Honest story. And, you know, guys, some of you guys are always trying to think of the best script in the world, and you don't need it because of this product. The product is going to sell itself. Don't be a good salesperson. Let the product sell itself. All you got to do is drive, here's the next tip, curiosity. Get someone curious. If you're on Facebook and you're thinking to yourself, how do I get someone curious on Facebook? Look, all you have to do is change your feeling, your mood, and put feeling excited. And then just put, oh my, OMG, oh my gosh, you guys, you have no idea. You know how many people are going to try to inbox you or send you a message saying, hey, what happened? Is everything okay? Did you get married? Is she pregnant? Whatever it is, people are going to be curious. And then they're approaching you instead of you approaching them. So driving curiosity is some of my favorite things that you got to do. Number 3, get excited. Just like T said, if you're enthusiastic, you're excited about it, it's going to drive their curiosity. Now, for some of you, if you are already an excited person, don't bump it up a notch, okay? If you're like, hey, I'm so excited, and you're like, bump it up a notch higher, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm really excited. They're going to think you're crazy. So if you're already an excited person, you know who you are, lower it down a notch. Imagine that, right? If you're usually excited and you call someone up, hey, John, hey, man, I'm really excited about something. You know what they're thinking? Is everything okay? What's wrong? Right? They're going to be curious of what's going on. If you're someone that is normally monotone and kind of calm, hey, how are you? And then you bumped it up a notch. Hey, I'm really excited. They're going to be curious. Okay? So these are a couple of ideas of how to approach someone just to give you an idea, okay? Number 2 is after you approach them, you want to send them the presentation, also known as the third-party tool. So what's the third-party tool? Anything but your mouth. If your lips are moving, you should be pointing at something, sharing something, but a fact should usually never be coming out of your mouth. Because the more facts coming out of your mouth, that means you know something, and the more you know, the more they're going to ask you questions. So if you want to avoid questions, just point at a tool. In this case, we have a 2-minute commercial. Okay, so you can get that 2-minute commercial. If you don't have it, you can go to helo.life. Helo.life has the tool, and guys, it's free. Okay, you can create your own account, you can spend money if you like, but what I recommend is, look, use the free one. Keep your expenses down if you like, for all I care, right? So helo.life is the universal website where there's a 2-minute commercial on there. You can set up a 2-minute commercial. You can find that 2-minute commercial on YouTube. Look up the World Global Network's channel on YouTube, and they actually have the 2-minute commercial away from helo.life if you want to, and show them that. After they check out that information, they probably want to buy the product. Now, if they don't want to buy the product, what do? They want to learn about the business. They say, hey, I'm kind of curious. Is there a way to make money with this? Show them the 7-minute overview. So here's one thing I found out. 15 minutes now is way too long, and 5 minutes is sometimes way too short. 7 minutes is what someone needs to say, wow, I really love this product. I was on a 3-way call the other day, 2 days ago, and all he saw was the 2-minute commercial and the 7. He didn't even see the webinar. And after that, he said, wow, I love it. I love to get the executive pack. So I'd love to get the executive pack. Hold on a second, guys. I'm getting all these scratch marks or something here. Hold on just a second. I'll go back to screen sharing. All right. Where am I at here? Okay. So he didn't even see the webinar, and he was already ready to purchase the executive pack. Why is that? How is that possible? Because the person who put me on the phone with them did number 3. Put them on a 3-way call with an expert. The 3-way is so important, you guys, because this is the validation. Okay. How many of you guys have ever been to Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, Borders? I don't even know if they're still around. But if you've ever picked up a book and then you were wondering if it's a good book or not, and then you flipped over and it was Bill Gates said, wow, this is the best book I've ever read. Or how many of you have ever been on Amazon and then you're determining if you're going to buy the book, and then you went down and you looked at all the reviews. Wow, this book changed my life. I totally recommend this book to anybody. Yep, that's done. I don't even know what's in the book. I'm just going to buy it. Right? I'm guilty of this too, guys. Why is that? Because we as human beings, we take the opinions of strangers more than the opinions of the people close to us. So some of you guys are convincing people why they should get the Helo. You don't have to do that. The product is amazing. But if you just said, hey, check this thing out. Hey, I'd love to get your opinion on something. Can you take a look at this 2-minute commercial? They check it out. Wow, this is amazing. I love it. I need more information. They check out the 7-minute overview. Then they had some questions. Wow, this is incredible. Hey, so tell me more about the package. What does it take to get started? John, that's a great question. I don't know. I'm new. All I know is I'm working with someone that's incredible. They have all the facts. They know they know how to make money. They're helping a ton of people. They're really fun to work with. I don't know all the facts, but I do know how to get in touch with him or her. Let me see if I can get them on the phone real quick so they can answer your question. Hold on. Click. And you guys notice that I didn't say, can I put you on hold real quick? I don't ask for permission. I ask for forgiveness. Because people, it feels really weird sometimes to say, can I put you on the phone with a stranger? And guys, if you're taking notes, write this down. Posture. Posture means you know exactly where you're going. You know how you're going to get there. And you don't need them to come. You'd want them to come, but you don't necessarily need them to come with you. That's what posture is. And so when I talk to somebody and when I'm actually introducing someone to an expert, look, T does it to me and Van and I do it to T. So we actually, even though we know for a fact that we have all the facts sometimes, we can answer the question. We are always saying, it's a great question. I could probably answer you, but look, wow, here's the thing. I'm working with someone that is incredible. You've got to hear his story. He knows all the facts. He's helping a ton of people. He knows how to make money. He's an incredible person, but you've got to hear his story, and he'll definitely answer that question for you. Hold on a second. Let me get him on the phone. And I'm literally connecting on the phone, and I'm bridging that gap. And when I connect them, this is what I say. Hey, T, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you. And T, this is Frank. Frank, this is T. And I'm actually muting my phone, and I'm grabbing a notepad and a pen, and I'm taking notes. Guys, the moment you start literally taking notes on what these experts are saying, you're going to actually have tremendous amount of success because you're learning and earning at the same time, you guys. One more tip, you guys, and this is something that Van has already beat on in terms of you have to know this. What you want to do is edify, build up the expert, but you want to, edification means building value to someone or something. And when you're edifying, you don't want to edify when the expert's already on the phone. It's a really awkward moment. Wow, this person's amazing. And they're on the phone already. It feels really uncomfortable. But if you say, hey, let me get you on the phone with someone that has all the facts, they know how to make money, they're helping a ton of people, hold on a second, and you've done the edification beforehand, then the feeling of it is different because now you're almost not brown-nosing the expert, right? So once you connect on the phone, hey, T, are you there? Yeah, I'm here. T, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. T, this is my friend Frank. Frank, this is T, the gentleman I was telling you about. Then I'm pressing mute and I'm taking notes. Guys, very powerful. If you do this, you're going to have tremendous amount of success. Number 4, you would invite them out to a live webinar. Okay, so what does this do, guys? If you've been to our webinars, yesterday we had 102 short of a moment webinars, and every week, you guys, we have 400 to 500 people a week attend our webinars combined, and a small team barely starting right now. And what does this do? This does the confirmation. Okay. If you follow these 4 steps, guys, can you imagine what would happen, right? You approach them, they check out the presentation, they've spoken to somebody. By the time they go to the webinar, they're not coming for information. They're coming for confirmation. They just want to make sure that I'm about to make a buying decision. I'm ready to get started, but I just want to make sure I feel good about it. If you follow these 4 steps, you guys. And number 5, it's the training, it's duplication. Okay, so This is where they learn, they once a month, they hop into this training, the orientation. They learn the 5-5-7 system. They learn the KISS system. And they're able to duplicate that and be able to replicate this into their entire organization. Guys, I want you to pay close attention to this portion, and this is going to be an eye-opener for you. So let's look at number 5 for a second, the training. So who trains them? The Team-World website, the orientation training, or the experts from that, or do you train them? Right? The experts train them, right? So the trainers will train them for you, so you're not involved in this equation. Let's look at number 4 for a second. So the webinars, who does the presentation? Does the presenters or do you do it? The presenters, right? So you're not even involved in number 4. So let's skip that. Number 3, who answers and validates the information for your prospect? Do you do it or does the expert? The expert, right? So far, if you're taking notes, you're not involved in 5, 4, or 3. And some of you guys, I've gotten text message from you guys, and you said, Tuan, I'm overwhelmed. Oh, about what? You're not even, you don't even do even the training or the presentation, or you're not even the expert sometimes. Let's look at number 2. What does the presentation, you or the tool? The tool. So far, 4 out of 5, yet you do none of the work. Guess where you work the most? Number 1. Number 1, you guys, that's the only part that you got to get good at. If you can get good at getting excited, saying less to more people, driving that curiosity, approaching people by saying, hey, I need your opinion on something. Wow, I found a new technology I'm really excited about. I'd love to get your opinion on it. Have you seen this commercial? If you can master this, you guys, you will build a very successful business, because it's not about what you do. It's about making it so simple that the average person can go out there and do the exact same thing. Here's my last thought to you, and then I'm going to pass it to Van to do recognition, you guys, because Van loves doing recognition, and she's going to go over the compensation plan and some advanced portion. But here's my thought to you. Van and I's philosophy has always been in one thing only. It's all about doing the simple little disciplines that make no difference at all in the act of doing, but it makes all the difference over time. Okay, so don't worry about comparing between other people. You're going to see people hit diamond and double diamond and stuff like that. Great, good for them. The average person, doesn't go as fast in 90 days or whatnot. But if you can focus on doing, sending someone a commercial, 3, 4 people, 1 person, 3 people. I don't care if you spend 1 hour a day attempting to send a 2-minute commercial, and you did 1 hour a day for 5 days a week for the next 3 years. I promise you, you'll have more success than spending 24 hours a day sending videos. Again, let me repeat that. Simple success is found in doing simple little disciplines that make no difference on the act of doing them, but it makes all the difference over time. Guys, thank you so much, guys. I'm going to pass it to Van, and she's going to actually, go over the next portion. I think I spent over a little bit of time, but thank you so much. I'm going to pass it to my wife. She's incredible. You know her. She's amazing. Thank you so much, hon. I'm going to pass it to you.
Awesome, guys. Okay, so we're going to go through recognition real quick because I definitely don't want to take up too much of your guys' Saturday afternoon. And definitely now is the time if you have team members that want to know a mini comp plan training to get you through on how to drive your organization. Now is the time to text them to hop on the line. But I definitely want to just go through recognition real quick because this is a huge portion of why success is going to happen, is that they say babies cry for it and men die for it, right? It's recognition because it's not for the ego, but it's more for the satisfaction that you went out and you accomplished something that separates you from the masses, and we definitely want to acknowledge that. So first off, I just want to recognize all of the team builders. The team builders are the people that went out and got their 2, and they locked it in. So guys, congratulations to all of the team builders on the line. If you are a team builder, definitely pat yourself on the back because the average person normally does not hit this rank. Guys, I'm telling you, this is the first step towards your success in World Global Network. Second recognition is team developer. If you went out and you got your 2 and you helped them get their 2, applaud to you guys because, again, a small percentage of people normally accomplish this rank. Even though it sounds easy, most people don't do it. And so if you're a team developer, definitely give yourself a round of applause. Guys, and I'm not saying the ones that are not team developer are the masses. What I'm saying is that you're going to get there, and you guys are on this training for a reason. So if you're not a team developer or a team builder, I'm not disregarding you or saying that you're not good. It's going to take time. Everybody's business grows at their rate, and it's grown by your time, not what time you want it, but there's always a plan in place. So I just want you guys to know that you're on the line on a Saturday to learn how to do it if you're not quite there yet. And we're all here to support you and be right behind you to push you up whenever you're ready and whatever you need from us to get you to that point. But I definitely want to take a second for the current team developers to recognize you guys. We definitely appreciate you guys, because without the team builders and the team developers, the next rank wouldn't be available to do, which is platinum. If you're a platinum, definitely give yourself a round of applause, because that's a huge deal, guys. The newest platinum, which I'll call out by name because I know that they just hit it in the last 2 days. Number one is a couple out of Atlanta. They are hardworking, incredible leaders, constantly servicing their team. But I definitely want to recognize Calvin and B. Shaw of Atlanta. They just hit platinum, running for diamond right now. They're set to hit it by Monday close. So, guys, this is going to be a huge deal. And then I'm not quite sure if I'm supposed to say her name, but I'm just going to do it anyways. The next person that actually hit platinum, she's out of Virginia. Amazing woman, single mom, and works full-time. And she does world part-time. And she just hit this rank. So I definitely want to give it up to Sheila Coleman. She just hit the rank, and she's also running for diamond. So we definitely want to congratulate you guys. And guys, again, without the distributors, team builders, and team developers, they would not be where they're at because of you guys and the team effort that we all put together. You guys were able to hit those types of ranks. And guys, trust me, by Monday, there's going to be so many more team builders, team developers, platinum, gold, all those ranks is going to be available. And then also, I want to go ahead and acknowledge all of the diamond. Guys, diamond is the rank we all aspire to get to, because when you're consistently hitting diamond, that is where you're making minimum $10,000 a month. Guys, imagine what $10,000 a month extra would do for your family, whether it's to buy a nice car or even just to give back or just to have better options. $10,000 extra in this economy is a huge deal. So guys, don't worry about how long it's going to take you to get there. Just know that you're in a process that is going to get you there faster than usual, and it will happen on your time. And guys, that's one thing that I know about this journey is you never want to compare your story to this person's story, because again, it's that quote that I always read is never compare your chapter 1 to someone's chapter 20. You don't know where they've been in their life. You don't know how much failure they've endured. So you guys can never compare your true story to their true story. So definitely want to acknowledge and give recognition to all that have hit those ranks. Congratulations. And for all the other people that are in the team, all the new people that are on the line as well, we want to acknowledge you guys and welcome you guys to the organization. I'm glad you're on the line today. There's actually someone that is not on mute. Let me go ahead and just going to mute everyone out. Okay, cool. All right, guys, just make sure you stay on mute so we have a nice quiet line. And then also, tickets for Bangkok is available to purchase in the back office, guys. This is why I love World Global Network, because they make it so affordable for you that, yes, it's an international company, and so we're all going to Thailand, guys. Now more than ever is a great time to let people know, like, you're going international for your business to go to convention is in Thailand. And the ticket to get into the convention is only $20. Guys, $20. We used to pay over $100 a ticket to go to a convention in the United States. We are heading off to Thailand in May, and the ticket is only $20 a person to go to the convention. So the time frames that you want to be in Thailand is you want to arrive on the 24th and leave on the 28th. Now, guys, There are other, obviously, events that are leading up to the one-day convention. Now, if you feel that you cannot swing that many days off, then call your sponsor and find out when specifically you need to be there. But we tell everyone be there on the 24th because Chad and Natita have events set up that is going to be very affordable for you guys, and it's going to be worth it to help you build your business. Again, go now in your back office, register today. The first commitment you can make is buying your convention ticket and your flight ticket. Again, guys, please stay on mute. Okay. Sorry. Alrighty, let me screen share. Okay, so pretty much it, guys. I am not going to reemphasize this. We all know convention's a huge deal. That's when new announcements are going to happen. Get into your back office and purchase that ticket today. And definitely excited to see who's there. Our goal is we want as many people riding elephants with us in convention, or not in the convention, but in Thailand, as a way to just kind of hang out and bond and get to know each other. All right, guys. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to jump straight into the comp plan training. And I'm going to keep it really short because I know you guys have been on here all day long. And I'm sure a lot of you guys have some things you got to do, your business to run. And so I'm going to jump through the comp plan training really, really quickly because all I'm going to focus on is the main basic steps to really help you blow up your business. And guys, one thing I do know is you don't have to know everything to be successful. Now, I'm not saying that you need to be, don't come off like you don't know what you're talking about, but you don't have to know the answers to everything. I can tell you that the first 90 days, actually, I still am wrong sometimes, that I didn't know everything. Tuan didn't know everything, and we still were able to have success because what we had was blind faith. We ran with a good attitude, and we made sure we just always made it work. Because, guys, there's one advice that I can give you that has helped me in my career in entrepreneurship in general, not just network marketing. It's about always finding the better side of every situation. Because we can all focus on negative all day long. If you guys turn on the news today, it's negative. You guys can talk about the Women's March that people are already bashing on Facebook, right? We get on social media and it's negative. We get on the TV, it's negative. It's easy to be negative, guys, but in order for you to stand out, learn to find the sunshine in the storm, right? Always try to be positive. And I'm not saying this to say that everybody's negative. I'm just saying that it's easy to flow with the masses of being negative, critical, criticizing, constantly nitpicking. And guys, that was something that I had, was that my biggest insecurity and flaw that I had prior to learning about myself was I always thought I had to be perfect before I presented, right? I can't do it. If I can't do it right, don't do it at all. Guys, you miss out on so many opportunities when you have that attitude. But if you embrace mistakes and you look at life that you're never going to be perfect, but you accept that, you're going to be so much more happier, and this journey of this business is going to be so much greater and more valuable. You're going to be so much happier, and you're going to love it. You're not going to hate it. I mean, guys, I'd rather wake up excited than wake up disgruntled and grumpy because I'm trying to find all the negative things about life, right? That's easy to do. Go look out in the world. It's ugly. But what is great is that when you're attractive, you're positive, you're happy, even though your life is not happy. In the current situation, I don't think anybody has a good life. I think you have a choice to believe if you have a good life or not, right? So for me, I choose to see that even though I go through the everyday flows of life, whatever it is, guys, I'm telling you, it doesn't matter how much money you make. You go through the same situation as a broke person, as a wealthy person, as a middle-class person. We all go through the same scenario. But the only thing that separates you is how you react to it all. So, guys, that's what I just wanted to kind of give you my little piece. So I'm going to go ahead and draw out the comp plan for you guys. Number one is this comp plan is so simple. And, guys, if you just understand this basic information, you will know how to drive your team and actually maximize your comp plan to the potential that you know you can make. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to break down the 6 ways we get paid in World's Binary. Is number one, you get 20% to infinity off of the binary, okay? Number two, you make a fast start bonus every time you make a sale. And guys, I'll go into details in a second. Number 3, you get the 1% loyalty box money. Number 4, you get check matching bonuses. Number 5, you get the $1,000 cash car bonus when you hit diamond. And number 6, you get the $59 residual income off of everybody that you personally sign a membership for, okay? So the reason why I draw it all out is because there's a flow to this, guys. As you learn to understand this comp plan, you're going to see why so many people are having such massive financial success with this company as they understand it. Number 1, 20% to infinity off of the binary. What does that mean for you? Is the moment you lock this in, you will make 20% of the volume you can match to infinity. So that means the very last person producing in your organization, even if they're 100 generations down, you will make a income off of that. Now, guys, I'll talk more about it when I start drawing out the legs of what it means to match volume, but you get 20% to infinity. That's a huge commission check, guys. Just that in itself alone will trump all the other comp plans out there. Guys, there were comp plans that we participated in where you had to have all these crazy qualifications to get to a certain level in the comp plan, and it was only 5% that we were collecting. Now, am I bashing that company? No, we made great income there, but I'm saying that we're going from a 5% commission to now 20% to infinity. That's a huge deal. So if you guys get that concept, you're going to see why people are making so much money. I'll draw that out in a second. Fast Start bonuses, what a Fast Start is every time you sell the product, you make a one-time 10%. So if you sell one band for $320, you make a one-time $32 bonus. Right now at the $12.80 on promotion, you'll make $200. And then starting Tuesday, the 24th, the $199.99 is coming into play. And that Fast Start is actually going to go to $200. And this one will actually go back to the original $135. So for right now, guys, just know that $12.80 is $200 right now on promotion. The 1% loyalty box money is what Tuan said, is that at the end of 12 consecutive months of keeping the $59 membership, you will get 1% of the total volume sales of your personal leg. Guys, if you cancel your membership 6 months into it or you don't pay it, you're going to reset that 12 consecutive months and you have to start all over again, and all that money is not paid out to you. So you want to make sure you keep the loyalty membership. I know someone asked that question earlier. What happens if you miss a month? You don't lose out on your credits, but you definitely lose out on the 12 consecutive months in order for you to access the 1% loyalty box money. Check matching money, guys. I will break that down in a second, but that just simply means the more people you sponsor, the more money you're going to make. On check matching money alone, you can generate multiple 6 figures on that portion. $1,000 car bonus, that's when you hit diamond 4 weeks in a row. For a month, you actually receive a $1,000 cash car bonus. You can purchase a car if you want, or you can simply keep the money. It's totally up to you. And then you make actually a residual income off of the $59 membership that you personally sign on. You make $6 a person. Now, you don't get to make it off of your team, but what World does is for every $59 membership that is signed up, not directly by you, they take 30 of that and turn it into sales volume and put it into the binary to pay out. So 20% of 30 is $6, right? So it's kind of the same thing, but I want you guys to know how to verbalize it. So for every person sponsored, you're going to sign, you're going to make $6. And then for every team member in your team, it will turn into sales volume, and which in turn will actually pay out $6. So you do actually make residual, but that's how it's broken down. So guys, some of you guys are sitting there wondering, okay, so how does this benefit me? Okay, number one, we all need to understand the philosophy behind building fast to grow and sustain. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the philosophy on how Tuan and I, T, and all of the top leadership build, is knowing the difference between building an organization of 320s, right, versus the 1280 and the 199.99. Okay, Now, this is not available yet, so I'm not even going to talk about this. So let's cross this out for a second. But I wanted to bring awareness that that is going to become available on Tuesday. So guys, the difference between organizations is that, number one, philosophy-wise, if you buy in at 320, you're not as committed as a 1280 sign up. The reason why is because you have more skin in the game. When you pay $1,280 for product, you're going to be more committed to make that money back, right? Because you're going to be like, oh my gosh, that's $1,200. That's almost rent money in California. That's 2 car payments between Tuan and I. That's a lot of money. People don't have $1,280 to dispose all the time, so they're going to be a lot more serious about their business. $320, guys, we waste that money so quickly. I could go to the clothes store for my kids and I'll spend $400 on just updating their wardrobe because they outgrow their clothes every 3 to 4 months, right? We spend $320 all the time. It's not that big of a deal when you break it down, right? So the difference between that is that when people are building 1280s, their mentality, the type of people they're attracting are a lot stronger. Not to say 320s don't work. Guys, I'm not saying 320 signups don't work. I'm just saying the difference between the organization overall is that when you have 1280 signups, they're a lot stronger in sticking around a lot longer. Because guys, even though 1280 is cheap, in my opinion, to start a business, because any traditional business owner on the line right now, I guarantee you didn't start your business at $1,280. My sister has a flower shop. It took her $25,000 to open the front doors. That doesn't even include the supplies of the flower and all the other things that she needed to purchase to start her flower shop. 1280 is cheap, but guys, there are a world of joiners, but there's not a whole lot of people, not a whole lot of leaders in this world. And guys, if you can get them to commit at 1280, the likelihood of them sticking around longer is a greater chance, right? And so that's number one, is the difference between a 320 sign up and a 1280 sign up. Again, I am not disregarding any 320s. I'm not saying the 320s are losers. Guys, I know sometimes people read into the words too deep. There are a lot of great people that sign on the single pack. I'm just saying that as you go out to build your organization, you're going to see when you build off of 1280, the type of mentality and the people that you're going to attract, okay? Now, from the business building perspective and how you can grow your organization, guys, at the end of the day, do not think that we push 1280s because we want a $200 bonus. That's short-minded thinking, in my opinion, is that we don't worry about the $200 sign-up one-time commission. We worry about the longevity and the ability for someone to grow their business. So with 1280, I don't push 1280 because I want a $200 fast start bonus. If I get it, great, but it's not that big of a deal to me. Not to say that I don't care about the $200, but my goal is if I sign you up at 1280 as a sponsor, I'm setting you up for the right expectation, and I'm actually setting you up for long-term success faster for you, not for me, but for you. Because like Tuan had mentioned, so let's say this is you, right? The difference in organizational build is a world as you go to notice that if you are someone that likes to push 320, because I get the mentality behind it because I used to have that where I'm like, oh, I don't want to waste their money. 1280 is kind of expensive and I don't know if they have enough money. They're struggling. Guys, at the end of the day, when you're thinking that way, there's only one reason why you think that way is because you don't have 100% faith in what you're doing and you don't see the value behind your business yet, whether it's because you're telling yourself you're not having success or you feel that you need to see the success before you can push the opportunity. That's the reason why you don't talk about the 1280 from the get-go. For Tuan and I, from the get-go, when we didn't even make $1 off of World yet, we pushed 1280 because we saw this one part that Chad and Natita told us, and it made so much sense to us, is that for you, not for me. So let's say we're your sponsor. We bring you in. What's the best way to teach someone to go diamond? Now, if I teach you to sign up 320s, then I'm teaching you to do 100 applications to the left and 100 applications to the right to hit diamond every week. That's a lot. That's intimidating. That's 200 applications a week in order for you to maintain the diamond rank, right? That's a lot, guys. For a new person to tell them, hey, you need to go build a team of people that bring in 100 people to the left and 100 people to the right. It's a lot. That doesn't sound very attractive. But what if I was the sponsor that said, hey, we are going to push executive packs. We're not going to force people, guys. Remember, don't take my words too literal. We don't force people and bully them to sign up for the 1280. We encourage it, but if they, at the end of the day, don't want to do it, let them do what they want to do, right? But if I can get you to buy into the 1280, then guess what you're going to do? You're going to push the 1280, because 320s don't push 1280s. Because, guys, it's like parenthood. My kids don't do what I say. They do what I do. My kids, you're going to be blown away that they're 5 and 8. And guess what their snacks are? My son and my daughter ask for broccoli and mushroom as a snack at night. You know why they do that? Because mommy is healthy, right? Tuan always talks about me being the health nut. I am the health nut. I'm a freak about my food. And T will probably laugh because I actually got him to eat something healthy the past week that we were in Dubai at all these random snacks. And there was one thing that he loved was the bean chips Doritos that I gave him. That was the healthier alternative to chips. And guys, I'm always finding the healthier reasons to eat this. And guys, the reason why my kids ask for broccoli and mushroom is because that's what I do. I don't tell my kids to eat healthy and I'm eating junk behind closed doors. My kids love candy because guess what? Tuan has a sweet tooth. He loves soda. My kids want soda every once in a while. And I don't deprive them of it. But guys, the reason why our kids are healthier than normal is because that's what mommy does, right? Our kids do what we do, not do what we say. Same with your organization, is that your team will not do what you say, they will do what you do. Guys, as much as you want to try to sell it on them, there's a difference in your tonality when you actually say what you're going to do and do what you actually said you're or do what you actually do, right? So I'm telling you, it's called energy, it's your rhythm, it's the thing that you put out to the universe. Guys, it makes a difference. And even though you think, no, I'll sell them, I'll sign on the 320, but I'm going to sell the 1280s. I promise you guys, ethically, you cannot build this business properly if someone asks you. Because for me, at the end of the day, I want to know that if someone asks me, hey, Van, did you sign at 1280? I can honestly say, yes, we signed at 1280. I don't want to tell you guys like, oh, no, I just signed for 320, but I want you to do, right? It doesn't make sense. So you want to build you want to start the philosophy with you so that it carries on generations down the line for your organization. So guys, that's building 1280 is that in order for you to hit diamond, and let's say you're a team of people that build with 1280, it takes 20 apps to the left, 20 apps to the right. So a total of 40 apps on a weekly basis to hit that same rank, diamond. What sounds easier, 200 or 40? 40 sounds so much easier to a new person to say, between you and your organization, you need to have a total of 40 apps, 20 on the left, 20 on the right. That sounds so much more feasible for the newest person to hit the diamond rank. And guys, that's the difference between a 320 build, because 320 only brings in 100 sales volume, and then the 1280 actually brings in 500 in sales volume. So guys, you can see the dramatic difference. So you're putting in 5 times the effort at 320 as opposed to just pushing 1280. And that, like I said, at the end of the day, not everyone's going to sign up at 1280. I'm not saying Tuan and I have always signed 1280s. We've had people that just can't afford the 1280, and you know, if they want to get on board and they don't see the means of actually being able to do the 1280 right away, we just put them into the system. Or if there's someone that says, you know what, I'm going to do 320 now and I'll upgrade in a week, I always tell people just wait the week, because I'd rather you come in the right way than me just take your money now, because the fast start bonus, I don't really care about it. What I care about is I want to get you off right and going from the get-go, so you have the right philosophy and the right habits so that it duplicates generations down. Because guys, what you create is what's going to duplicate, right? And guys, when you are able to create a habit, then it never has to be taught. A tradition, right? It's like myself, being Asian, going into someone's house is disrespectful to not take your shoes off. Do I know the real meaning behind that? Not really. I don't know why. I'm sure for me in my head, what makes sense is you don't want to track dirt in someone's home. But there's probably another meaning behind it culturally, but I don't question it, because guess what? Generations after generations after generation after generation has been taught, take your shoes off when you enter someone's home. I just do it because that's just the culture, right? So that's the culture you want to breed now, so that when it goes 100 generations down, they don't question why do we do 280. They just do it because that's the culture of the organization. So that's number one. The philosophy behind it, guys, is why we build 320 versus 1280 Now, again, guys, my opinion is my opinion. At the end of the day, you're going to do what you want to do. But if you want to know how to get to diamond really quickly, this is what Tuan and I focused on. And for me, the way I train is I don't force anything out down anyone's throat. Is that we just explain the philosophy behind it. Whether you embrace it, it's totally up to you. Next thing I'm going to talk about is everybody's main focus in this business is to go get to. That's it. If all you focused on was to go get to, your business will explode. Because, guys, I remember sitting down with Chad and Natita and Tuan. We were at a restaurant, and we were transitioning out of a company. And it was an ugly transition. I'm being straightforward with you guys. And we knew it. It was going to be ugly. And so I looked Chad square in the eye, and I asked him, Chad, we need to replace our income like tomorrow. How can we do this? What is the main thing we need to do in order for us to replace our income? And he looked at Tuan and I, he said, just go get your 2. I said, that's it. He goes, that's it. Focus on getting your 2 and help everybody get their 2. And I guarantee you guys will replace your income. And guys, I'm simple, right? I like that. Just go get 2. Guys, here's why you are in such a beautiful position. Because when Tuan and I got started, we actually weren't even allowed to join the company yet. Again, I'm not going to go into anything negative, but just the situation we were in, we weren't allowed to join World yet. So for a week, we did not have the option to sign up. So you know what happened? We just started doing Zoom webinars, and we didn't even have help from our uplines. We just started making up things. We read slides, and a lot of you guys on the line probably were around when we all did this, right? We screwed up so bad, and our presentations weren't that great, and it sucked in the beginning, and we didn't really have product. Well, Tuan and I had product, but our field didn't have product. None of our team members had product. No, they didn't even have a website. But guess what happened? When we signed our first person, we turned around and they asked us, what are we supposed to do? I said, go get your 2. And then when we signed our next person, they said, what are we supposed to do? Go get your 2. Guys, when they were getting their 2, you know what they were only getting? Applications. They were just signing applications. They didn't have a website to submit their people on. They did not have a product to demo to their team. They did not have any of that. We just had paper applications that didn't even have our websites on it. We just took a random application and we had them fill it out, and the pricing was wrong on it. It was a disaster, but it was beautiful because all Tuan and I did with the leadership that whole entire week is we told everybody to sign on, fill out the app, now go get your 2. And we told everybody, go get your 2, go get your 2, go get your 2. Guys, when we officially got the chance to submit applications, over $150,000 worth of Hilo sales went through because of the organization within 24 hours, which popped the fastest president in the U.S. Now, am I bragging about that? No, because that was not Tuan and I's effort. That was all of your guys' effort. A lot of you guys on the line that were around in the beginning that did fill out a paper application, you guys know the deal. We did not have product. We did not have websites, but all we did was go get your 2. That's how simple you've got to keep it. Because the number one focus on this line is if you are not a team builder or a team developer, that should be your goal by the end of this week. Sorry, hang on. I don't know why it's not going. Okay. So if you are not a team builder, this is what it takes. This is you. Go get your 2. And guys, we always say go get 2 exec packs because that makes it so simple. 1 exec pack left, 1 exec pack right. Go get your 2. When you do that, what do? Turn around and tell them to go get their 2. Help them get their 2, right? And guys, once you create this, it's called Team Developer. Oops. You have locked in the whole entire comp plan that I told you guys, the 6 ways we got paid. Once you lock in this structure, you have forever qualified yourself for all 6 ways to get paid out. Now, guys, here's the beauty behind this comp plan is that, let's say next month, everybody but 1 quits. Guess what? You still qualify for all 6 ways to get paid. This company doesn't re-qualify the rank. You do it 1 time, and you forever locked in your payout, okay? Now, guys, so that I'm saying that if you're a distributor right now that has no one underneath them, your number 1 goal should be team builder and team developer by Monday. If you hit team builder, awesome. Team developer should be next month or next week. If you are a team builder right now, push on getting team developer. If you have 2 people that don't want to work, go get 2 new people, right? Guys, that's it. Just focus on getting 2 that get 2, that get 2, that get 2, that get 2. Stop worrying about how to get to diamond, because once you focus on just getting 2 for everybody, diamond will naturally pop for you. And that's our ultimate goal, is to keep it so simple that you get 2 that get 2, okay? So that's pretty much what I want you guys to be focusing on now, is that if you're not a team builder or you're not a team developer, that should be your goal by Monday. If you're already a team builder and you're a team developer, go help your people hit team builder, team developer, because you will not succeed if your downline does not succeed. So guys, it's never about you. It's always about the newest person that's joining your organization, that has goals, that has dreams, that want to be able to hit rank. So again, if you've already hit those ranks, turn around and help your people get their rank. And that is how you're able to build a successful business. Now, guys, remember that one part of the comp plan where it was check matching bonuses? Well, Tuan was talking about the different ranks. The reason why you want to rank advance in this company is not because you need to open up generational pay, because once you hit team builder, the one left, one right, that locks in 20% commission to infinity, right? That first step already locks in 20%. So you're not hitting rank for generation in binary. You're hitting rank to get to ultimately 10 generations in check matching. Now, if you guys don't know what that means, it's powerful. So the more people you sponsor, the more check matches you're going to make. So guys, so let me just give you an example. So this is me, Dan. Let's say first person I sponsor is Tuan, okay? So for me just personally sponsoring Tuan, whatever Tuan makes on a weekly basis, I get 10% of that. So I make 10%, okay? As I rank advance through the company, the higher ranks I get, the more generational pay it's going to open up. So let's say Tuan turns around and recruits T. Well, because T is generation 1 to Tuan, Tuan will get 10%, okay? Let's say I hit gold, which is actually platinum. I'll say platinum because that's 2 generations. Then because T falls into the 2nd generation, I get 5% of T's income. And let's say as I'm rank advancing through the company, let's say T turns around and recruits Layla. Because Layla is generation 1 to T, he makes 10%. Because that's generation 2 to Tuan, he makes 5%. Because this is generation 3 generation 3, I make 5%. Right? Layla turns around and gets Aurora, right? That's 10%, 5%, 5%, 5%. Guys, do you see where I'm going and why you rank advance? Now, this is not for everybody when they first join. You have to rank advance to get to these generational pay. But guys, can you imagine if you recruited 10 people yourself, you'll actually get up to 100 generations, or not 100 generations, but a total of 100 people in check matching when you hit the top rank of Grand President Millionaire, right? You have the potential of making 100 check matches off of 10 people. Do you guys get that? That's huge, right? Just check matching alone will make you multiple 6 figures as people's income starts growing, right? So that's what the generational check match and why you want to rank advance in this company, okay? And then last thing I want to go ahead and show you guys is I'm going to debunk the philosophy behind a binary, because I've had so many people say, well, I need to go into the power leg. I need to go into the power leg. That's where my success is guaranteed, right? Guys, here's the thing about a binary, that in the old school way of doing binary, you go right, left, and they actually, old school companies gave you the ability to go inner. That's the problem, is that if you have the ability to go left, right, inner, that's where people get messed up, where if the upline puts an inner there because they wanted to break rank or something, they stuck you on what we call the island. You're stuck in there by yourself building 2 legs. Now, building 2 legs is not a bad thing, guys. We came from 2 companies that we had to go build 3 legs. Now, building 2 legs is a lot easier than 3, but obviously in a binary, the reason why people talk about the power leg is because they want a leg, they want assistance on one of their legs. Well, here's the beauty behind what World's done is that they don't give you the option to build in the inner leg. They actually only give you the ability to go left and right. Why is that beautiful? Because it's guaranteed As long as your upline is a runner, guys, that's the question you need to ask yourself. Do you believe that your upline is a runner? If they are a runner, it doesn't matter what leg you fall into because it's guaranteed you're going to get assistance. But if they're not a runner, if they're just someone that you're just like, oh, they jumped around to so many companies and they just sign up for everything, then I would request to go into the team leg. I'm being honest with you guys. If you really believe that your upline is not going to build with you, ask to go into their team leg. That's the only time it really matters to go into a team leg. But if you know your upline is aggressive, they're strong, they're a runner, and they're committed and they want to make this happen for their family, it's actually a good thing that you go front line to their personal, right? So here's why this binary makes so much sense that everyone's going to get help. So let's say this is me and I recruit Tuan, right? I stick them over here and then I recruit Sally and I stick her over here. Well, everybody stays on auto and we go left, right, right? So as I'm recruiting, I'm placing, right? So I replace there, place there, place there, place there. Well, here's the cool thing is as I'm going left, right, a leg is being built already. Well, in order for Tuan to capitalize on what is being built right here in this leg, he needs to go recruit 2, right? Because that's how he has to qualify is to go get 2. So he recruits. His first recruit always goes into the team leg, so that's 1. And then his second recruit goes personal, so that's 2. So he activated his binary by bringing in 2 people. Well, as Tuan is building left and right, guess what it's going to do? Whoever is not muted, can you go ahead and mute yourself so that I can just kind of jump through this training real quick? Or Han, if you can control the line for me. Okay, so let's say Tuan is now building. And Tuan is on auto and he's going left, right. So he built 2. His third recruit will go over here. His fourth recruit will go here. His fifth recruit will go there, right? So on and so forth. But here's the cool thing is that oops, I glitched my thing. I don't know what happened. Uh-oh. Okay. I don't know what I did. Anyways, okay, so as he's going out and he's building, well, in order for these guys to benefit off of this line, they have to go do what Tuan did. They have to go recruit and place, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Same here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, same here. These people all need to go activate the way Tuan activated, and there's people being placed underneath there. Well, here's the cool thing is that if you guys have a team philosophy, if you start off with the right mentality that you're going to build 2 legs, guys, there's no such thing that you're going to have 1 leg built for you because that's the wrong mentality. Because if we're building as a team, we build together, right? So guys, if you have the team philosophy, guess what your team's going to have? The team philosophy as well. Again, your team doesn't do what you say, they do what you do, right? So guess what? So let's say Tuan, as he's building out, right? Well, in order for this person to benefit off of the leg he is building, guess what they have to go do? They now have to go activate by recruiting 2. So 1 goes here, 2, 3, 4, right? Same with this person. In order for them to activate, they need to go put 1, 2, so on and so forth, guys, as the legs are being placed. Same here. You guys notice that if all we did was play team in general and we all build 2 legs together, your whole entire organization, you will never build by yourself because you're going to be receiving assistance from your whole entire organization. And here's what I love about the binary is that actually your downline, it benefits them to help the upline because as they're recruiting and they're placing left, right, when they're ready to place in that leg, it actually falls underneath your downline. Because in the prior companies we were a part of, only the uplines would help us because the downline didn't benefit from what we were doing because unless we were placing underneath them, they had no reasons to help us. But now here in a binary, because we only build 2 legs and it's going underneath each other, your downline helping the upline will actually assist the downline in building their team even stronger. So I hope you guys get that. And stop worrying about the power leg and the big leg. The only time you should worry about going into a team leg is if you get recruited by someone that you know is not a builder, that isn't going to run. So guys, everybody's going to get assistance, but it all starts with the right attitude, the right mentality as running as a group. everybody builds 2 legs. And guys, eventually you're not going to do 50-50. Eventually the team leg is going to blow out so big that you're going to do 90-10. You will never abandon the team leg. Because guys, the moment you abandon the team leg, that means the whole entire organization will abandon the team leg, and that leg will fall apart. And then now you're going to have to turn around and service that leg again, right? So guys, I'm just telling you this. If you just play team, I guarantee you will be blessed, right? Tuan and I, we build with Chad and Natita because we just know that we don't service the team leg, even though they're strong recruiters, right? They got some major people coming in on board on the team leg. But I'm telling you this, they're only one couple. They cannot handle building out all these 6-figure earners in their organization. It's all built because of a team people building left, right, left, right. So that is why you guys, if you just embrace that philosophy of building 2 legs, not selling people, because guys, I've heard people tell people like, hey, don't worry about 1 leg, I'll do it for you. Guys, that's already a bad start, because guess why? Now people are going to feel entitled to what you're doing. This is hard work and sacrifice that you're taking away from your family. You don't want to build an organization for someone that doesn't deserve it, right? You don't want someone to tell you like, hey, you owe me this. We don't owe people anything. But if they're willing to run together as an organization, we will all win together. So guys, I'm encouraging you, don't think about the short-term goal of like, well, I need to do this, that. Guys, I promise you, this organization, it will only sustain and grow if you know that it's not about your rank. It's about the very last person that was placed at the bottom of the tree. And if we're all contributing to placing underneath each other, that's how we're going to grow long-term, sustain, and actually break huge rank advancements that will actually stick. Because guys, the thing about this company, not this company, but the industry, is that people hit ranks all the time. But the question is, are they maintaining it? Because if you're doing it the wrong way, you can hit a rank one time and it'd be great. But the goal is to maintain it to get the consistent income and have it grow, right? That's the ultimate goal. And that doesn't happen unless we all play team and we work together. Now, guys, stay close with your upline and your sponsor because they'll tell you when to shift your strategy. Because they're going to come to a point where, you know, the team leg is growing really strong and maybe you just need to do 80% in your personal leg and 20% in the team leg. That's why you stay close with your sponsor and your uplines because they'll tell you when to shift your mentality. But for now, everybody stays on auto and we build 50-50 together because the ultimate goal is if you want that to happen from your team, you've got to be willing to play the game as well. So guys, that's pretty much it. I don't want to stretch it any longer. I've already gone beyond the 20 minutes I wasn't supposed to go. We wanted to end this at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So hopefully you guys got an understanding of how to build properly. And last thing I want to explain to you guys, do not hang up yet. I'm telling you guys, stay. If you want to rank advance, do not hang up yet. Is that there is something that you can only take advantage of by Monday. That's it. This is your one time to do this. Guys, if you want to break rank and you really want to drive volume because you have someone in your team that you're trying to help break diamond or team builder, team developer, platinum, gold, whatever. If you guys really want to break rank, your number one focus needs to be that everybody call through your organization, people that signed on at the 320, okay? If you are a single pack user on the line right now, if you are someone that wants to upgrade, I'm not talking about the people that don't want to upgrade. If you are a 320 user that does not want to upgrade, this does not apply to you. I'm talking to the single pack users that signed on because they didn't have the money for the 1280 and your goal is to ultimately upgrade. Guys, I'm telling you this, you want to upgrade this week because guess why? How we're asking you to upgrade is if you ultimately want to upgrade the pack, what you should do is sign on a family member on your lesser leg because we want to help you obviously build on the binary. So if you are a 320 user right now and you want to upgrade, here's why you should sign one executive pack on your lesser leg. Because guess what that's going to do? Is that number one, it's going to drive 500 in sales volume for you. But here's the cool thing is that when you personally sign, let's say I'm a 320 user and I want to upgrade, I'll sign my little brother up on my lesser leg. Well, what's going to happen is for me signing that 1280, I get a one-time $200 bonus, okay? Plus, I make $100 off of the binary because 20% of 500 is $100, right? So I made a total of $300 off of 1280, right? So ultimately, all I would have to pay is $960 for an executive pack if you factor in how much you're going to get paid out. Guys, if you want to upgrade, it's going to cost you $920, right? So you're going to pretty much be paying the same amount. But here's the cool part is the difference between an upgrade is you only get 3 extra helos. But let's say if you sign on a family member at the executive pack in your lesser leg for almost the same price, you're actually getting 6 helos. 5 of them will be the LX, plus you're getting 1 box of color bands, right? Because you'll get 1 classic helo, so 1 classic, plus 5 LX, and a set of 5 color bands in March. So guys, for $40 more, you're getting 6 helos, 5 of them will be the brand new ones, and you'll get a color band box. So guys, if you are someone that wants to upgrade, now I'm talking about go push someone that doesn't want to do the upgrade. Eddie, can you hear yourself? Eddie, can you hear me? Or are you hanging out on the beaches of Hawaii? Hang on, guys. I don't think he can hear me. Okay, cool. He muted out. Okay, so guys, if you're a 320 user and you're looking to upgrade, you've got to do it this week because the 1280 pack goes away and it actually ups to $349. So you're getting a discount right now that you're getting so much value for that $960 that you were already planning on paying anyways. Just go ahead and sign a family member on an executive pack on the weaker leg. And that is what's going to drive the volume for you to go diamond, for you to go platinum, gold. Guys, call through your organization of single pack users that have told themselves that they want to upgrade. Guys, again, my thing is do not force a 320 to upgrade if they don't want that. Go talk to the people that told you that they're going to upgrade and promote this because this is the one time you can do this. Never again will it ever be done because the pricing point is going to increase. So you have until Monday night to drive this, guys. Hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't, please reach out to all of us and let us know if you have any questions. I would love to do Q&A, but again, we're over by 25 minutes. Do not want to keep anybody else on the line. That is not necessary. So guys, thank you so much for dialing in for our monthly team training. Hopefully you guys got great information and content today. We will talk to you guys soon. Bye, everyone.
Bye there.